Yeah, drop.
Ooh. Bra, bra, bra.
Sick intro.
Bro,
Turn it down.
turn what down?
To you. Oh,
This guy.
damn.
Damn, bro.
Sorry.
Um,
Talking about diss songs. You guys hear Taylor Swift diss?
she just dropped, no?
Thank
just
You,
dropped-
Amy, or something like that. It's the director Kim K.
It was like two albums, no?
I
Today?
just saw like two some on TMZ, but I didn't really look into
Who
it.
was she dissing? The Eagles?
No, Kim Kardashian. She's
Oh,
a
for
bully. Yeah.
No way.
But, something like that. But we go back to Drake. I was just
I saw the
here for the Swifties.
Giselle's here for the T Swift.
I saw the funniest comment on that earlier. It was on Instagram. They're like, because she was like complaining about some other relationship.
Yeah.
And they're like, at what point is Taylor Swift the problem in these relationships? Because she seems to go by guys, like she goes through guys like
Crazy.
yeah.
Don't
And
see that.
they're trying to, like, the comments are like, at what point do we start blaming Taylor Swift for these relationships?
Is she
going
held
bad?
responsible for her own relationships failing?
Right.
I
Because
mean-
she's blaming the guys, but I don't know, maybe take some ownership.
Yeah, for real. I mean, at that point, you kind of have to be like introspective. Like, you look into yourself, like, what am I really doing wrong that, these relationships can't work?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I in reality, like, I thank you. Amy's on the song.
You get on the edge now.
Oh, spelling Kim and Kim.
I'll fix it.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So what did she say about Kim?
Thank you, Amy's
just
the
lyrics.
song spelling Kim in caps.
Yeah.
So that's the diss song. Dang, I didn't know it went that deep, bro. Honestly.
Well,
But-
Kim did out her out when she was going against Kanye about the song "Famous." Like, Kim posted a video where
But only
Kanye called.
but like
Taylor.
only their little version.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it probably goes deep since then. They play nice because
'cause
they're
of Ye?
yeah, they play nice.
Everything goes back to Ye, bro.
Everything. He's Nostradamus or whatever.
For real, it's like, yeah, like if you even think about it, like some of this beef, like with Drake and these rappers, like lead back to Ye.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like the modern day gangster rap, I guess.
yeah, for reals. But I don't know. What was how was your vacation, Kev?
Pretty good. Went to California, Disneyland. I liked it. It was more so for my son than it was for me, and he had
You
a good
didn't
time.
enjoy it?
No, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed Disney. I'm a huge nerd, right? So Star Wars was legit.
They have Star Wars in Disneyland.
Yeah.
I thought it was only at World.
No, it's first was Disneyland and then World, but it's legit like a huge, like, it's an actual part of the park, and you feel like you're in it, and it's pretty good.
Did you see the parade? You never sent videos of the parade.
No, I didn't. I was.
I think
It's
you
late.
would've- you
Though.
would've
It's
loved
like at 10:30. No,
They have it in the afternoon, I think. And
No,
they do.
they had it at 3 and then at 5, and we usually would leave like at 2:30 so we could go back to the hotel and Ezra could nap. And by the time we made it back, it was like 5:30. It was over, so we never saw it.
did you stay there at the park?
Like down the street, it was like a 10-minute walk, but
it was right around the corner, pretty much.
Oh, nice.
yeah. But I'd recommend it for people that have kids, and also you can-
Adults too. I think it's
Yeah.
an adult. I think I would love to go if I lived over there. Or
But the weirdest thing is that there's talking about like technology, there's so many people walking around with a camera, literally with their phones like this. Like, they have a selfie stick that's on their waist and it's like this, and they're live streaming.
Oh, like
Every-
vloggers.
IRLs or whatever they're called. no?
Vloggers, TikTokers, they're all just walking around with the camera like this, and they're explaining to people what they're doing. And it's like, bro, live in the moment.
Yeah,
Like, I know
they're not even enjoying it.
I don't know if they're enjoying it or not, or maybe they are, but they need to make their money as well. But it's like, it was like the strangest thing to see. It kind of felt like an episode of Black Mirror.
Oh,
that sense.
really?
Yeah.
Earlier we were talking about Kaczynski, right? Kaczynski, Unabomber, and in his manifesto, that's one thing he talks about, that like basically artificial intelligence is going to take over, and like
And that was in '93, wasn't it?
no, it was like the late 80s.
Late 80s, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, yeah, it just you could avoid, you could ignore it, right? But it is kind of it threw me for a loop when I first saw it. I'm like, are these people probably FaceTiming or something? Because I would do that. I'd call my parents and FaceTime them.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be guilty of that. But these people were actually like live streaming, talking to their streamers or their people that are in their chat. And I was like, oh damn. But other than that, yeah, it's solid. I liked it. I definitely want to go back. Trying to go back this year. We'll see.
It's
Have you guys been?
Disneyland when I was like 10.
Nice. You?
When I was like in a stroller, like
Land?
You
3 years old.
It seemed like you guys would go to a lot of vacations. It surprises me that you haven't been back. Probably beach resorts more.
Yeah, bro. I haven't been to Disneyland though, since I was a child.
Dang, I didn't know that. I thought you would have been back already. Well, would have been.
I don't really like Disney,
But
for different reasons. But
What's your main reason?
Don't you say that.
for what they support,
What do they support?
Yeah, they are very woke.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, they are. You know, and then
woke.
yeah, that is a pretty good topic though. Like they're kind of just like shoving that down your throat with all the new stuff they're putting out.
What was weird was at Disney, they had men and women bathrooms. But
Sure.
no, just men and women. But
separate men.
but the stores and restaurants and hotels had, what did they say?
all gender.
All gender bathrooms. And I was like, what?
Yeah, a lot of places I go to, it's all gender.
Yeah, that's one thing. I mean, if you're gonna have a bathroom that's a shared bathroom or like a bathroom that doesn't care, like that's fine. But yeah, like I'm not gonna spend thousands of dollars and take my kid to see a guy in a dress.
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean, you're right. You're right. You know,
No,
if you don't support it, that's fine.
Yeah, I used to say that, but it's I will say it's different with the kid, especially now with like the shows they have, like the Pixar's and whatnot. Like they have Cars Land, and he's really into cars, and for him to see
Speed McQueen.
McQueen and Mater, like
Yeah.
that made the trip basically. Because to see them happy, you're happy, you know.
For sure.
Oh, dude, Leach just got a blanket for you guys that she was supposed to give you guys whenever we went over.
Yeah,
Dude, it's been sitting in our closet forever.
like the TV that's been sitting in your garage.
It's there now.
Damn it. But yeah, no, the other crazy thing is like after 5:00, like the park gets filled.
Isn't it Alexander McQueen? No, that's the shoes or whatever.
Well, I'm over here with the Disney slander. My wife, she says I let her go to Disneyland last year. I did, but
Damn.
that's the thing. Like I'm not all strung up about it,
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just the stupidest thing. Like we should have stayed in the 2000s. You know, where it's like if you wanted to do something, like that's fine, but do it on your own.
Yeah.
Don't shove it down my kid's throat.
I see your point, but Disneyland is more like how do you say it? It's a thing you do. It's an event, I guess, right?
It's like going to Six Flags basically here. That's basically what it is.
And it's just
Or
fun. It's
villages.
just
Yeah, like I get it, like the experience. Like there's certain Disney shows or movies or like even Star Wars. Like when they bought out Star Wars, like I was hoping they do it right.
Right.
I think they have. Like I mean, to a certain extent.
The movies.
No,
are
they're
good,
ruining
right?
Star Wars too.
They ruin movies.
No,
Star
no,
Wars.
no. But like the other things that they've done, like the spin-offs,
Shows are
the
amazing.
the shows have been really
Yeah.
good.
Shows that.
Yeah.
But the Skywalker saga,
well, aren't they gonna make another trilogy and it's gonna be like a girl?
it's a different
main?
one.
They
Yeah,
want,
like
they want to. The cool thing about the connection with the spinoffs with the shows is the one that kicked off Marvel with Iron Man and Iron Man 2 and Avengers, Jon Favreau, is the same guy that's kicking off Star Wars. And it seems like whatever he touches turns to gold in terms of entertainment.
yeah,
It's always hitting off.
yeah, like because obviously
he created the
the
Marvel
like the
universe.
graphics or whatever you want to call it is tight, but they mess the story up.
Yeah.
If the story ain't right, none of it's gonna be together.
The story
In
of
my
like,
opinion, like the storyline, like the
Star Wars storyline.
the script. If the script ain't right, I don't think you're gonna have a good movie.
yeah,
Because after episode 6, they've had books that come out and would explain the story for about like 100 years.
Yeah.
That worked. That fans loved. And when Disney bought it, they
You
scrapped.
you kind of had to be hardcore to read those books, though.
No, yeah,
not like
I
any normal
Wikipedia
person.
them. I didn't
Yeah.
read them. Like, but people liked them. And
Yeah.
the thing is, Disney bought it, and we're like, no, they scrapped that. They're like, that's not canon.
What was that thing in high school we used to use, Hiram? Book, what was it? It's like the cheat books. It was like
Cliff Notes.
Cliff
Yeah,
Notes.
Cliff Notes,
Yeah.
Well, the thing with Star Wars is after they bought it out from what the heck was his name?
George Lucas.
Yeah, George Lucas, right? So it's obviously his story. It's
Yeah.
his. Like he could do whatever he wants with it, and he had it going good. But then he sold it to Disney, and then George Lucas was kind of like do what you want with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they took creative control from him. Like he had creative control when it was under him, obviously, but when Disney bought it, they did not give him creative control. They gave creative control to their writers, their directors.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is like if George Lucas was still the one doing the script, Star Wars would have been completely different the past 3 or 4 episodes.
And that's why the shows.
he
That's why
made
the shows are so
movies.
good. Is because George Lucas. They actually have him come on set and have input into the storyline, into how things are done.
Dude, like Kenobi,
it's-
Kenobi was really good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but let's see.
What's the other one?
Mandalorian?
The Mandalorian
Yeah.
was really good.
yeah.
It seems like it seems like it's like two different like production companies though, like the people making the movies and the shows, you know, like because you'd like I agree with you guys, like, you know, definitely Mandalorian, and I haven't watched Kenobi, but Mandalorian for me was
Kenobi
really
was
good.
really good. They had Vader in Kenobi.
Yeah, I seen it. I
And-
already watched all the
The highlights.
yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
when he fights Kenobi,
Even their cartoon stuff is good. I like their cartoon stuff, but it's because they
the
have
Clone
that,
Wars stuff.
the Clone War stuff, the Rebellion, and they have Bad Batch and Tales of the Jedi, and
There was
Tales of
another
the
one
Jedi is
coming out
good.
too, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think it's called Tales of the Empire. But the thing is that Disney has that old Hollywood feel mentality where the movies make more money and the shows are kind of put on the back burner. They don't care about those. And now, where we live, the time we live in entertainment, shows are actually like legit, and movies are kind of like falling.
Yeah, I
over.
think like streaming has a big part in
Yeah.
that too, because you could turn it on whenever.
Well, yeah, and then a lot of their movies go straight to streaming.
Yeah,
You know, like what was it, that one that Scarlett Johansson did? Like,
Black Widow.
and she sued because it went straight to streaming right away
Yeah.
when they had told her it wasn't.
Oh,
Could-
really?
Did you see that?
Because she was supposed to get paid off the revenue it would make in the movie
Yeah,
theaters.
and they just sent it straight to streaming, so they
Yeah.
did.
Oh,
it.
so it robbed a lot of money from
Yeah.
the movies.
So she ended up suing Disney. I
Really?
don't know how it went, but yeah, I remember that.
I think it went something like, how could a young white actress survive on 32 million a year?
She's starving.
Must be doing good.
I saw this one like post one time where it said, there's gonna be a day where movie theaters are a thing of the past because of like the streaming services.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy to think about because, you know, growing up, I'm sure we all, you know, went to movie theaters or whatever. Like I remember when you can get in the movie theater like $6-7, and you know, like you,
It was different back then. It was an experience, I feel
yeah,
like.
yeah. Like
I still get that feeling when I go.
that's what you go for. That's my
Yeah.
point. Like you go to the movies for the experience.
Yeah.
So, you know, one day there's going to be a day where it's like we can't take our kids or our kids are going to ask us like, what's the movie theaters?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or when you have to wait for a couple months, you would go see it and you have to wait 4 months to come out on DVD
6
or
months.
VHS. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be so they'd drop a trailer and you'd wait like 6 months to a year for it.
Yeah.
You know, like us right now with the Game of Thrones series.
Right.
Oh,
That's
dude,
2
I can't
years.
wait.
Yeah.
But
You said Lightning McQueen was Speedy McQueen?
Did I?
Hilarious, dude.
I guess I didn't catch that.
But that's why I go watch movies, big movies on opening day or if not opening weekend, because you still get that kind of feel, that vibe.
Yeah.
Like the last.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No,
you.
go for it. Go for it.
I was gonna say, I don't like to go to the openings of movies no more.
Because of the shooting.
Ever since the shooting.
Yeah.
Like I'll wait like a week or two, and then I'll go on a Wednesday when there's nobody there.
At 11 in the morning.
For real.
Yeah.
No, dude. Like ever since that, I'm good. Like I don't have to be the first one to see it.
The only person that I know has always been like really into like Marvel movies and like about like the premieres is John, Alex. Like
Oh,
they're always there.
Yeah.
They've always been like,
Well,
you know,
the past three I've been to premieres with them.
well, yeah, because Ricardo always took them.
Yeah.
You know, like that's
It's
the
their
thing
happy
that,
memory.
yeah, that's the thing they'd always
That's
do.
kind of cool though.
Yeah, heck yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that. I have those memories with my dad. You know, like we'd go to the mall, Westminster Mall, right?
Right. Yeah.
And we didn't want to just sit around, so my dad would take me to a movie, my brother and I. You know, but I still get that feeling when I go.
Mine was more like going to the North Clinton Mall. Remember, right there, 104th, and going to
I
the
never
first
went there.
buffet cafeteria.
Yeah. 104th. It was right there where Cinsetti's,
Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse is at.
Oh,
You
really?
guys
had-
got like
it was-
the last of it.
It was a 2-level. It was a 2-level. One was underground. The other one's like main level.
I never remember that.
And there was a guy on the piano all the time, right?
Yeah.
Playing. You guys were probably too young. Do you remember that? No.
On
I-
104th and I-25.
Yeah.
I didn't have such luxurious upbringings. we went to the Elvis theater.
What Elvis studio?
Is that the one in,
That was the one where you could get in for like $5.
The one that was in Spanish? Like the
Nah.
movies are in Spanish?
No, like you would go and it was literally $5. A lot of it was like reruns of movies. Like it would filter through the movie theater, right? And then it would go to this Elvis theater.
Thank you.
And then that's where we would go watch the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not because we were like broke. Well, yeah, but not because we were broke, but because my mom would just drop my brother and off and we'd have $20. We'd watch the movie and get popcorn and stuff. And she'd pick us up and
Bro,
a couple hours.
Talking about the movie theater experience, do you remember the Blockbuster theater experience going on a Friday night or on the weekend?
Yeah, bro. We were robbed
Blockbuster's
that.
too dang expensive, bro. Even though I live right
Yeah.
there, dude. It was so expensive. You had to go to the what was it? Hollywood Video? Was that
yeah,
what it
that was
called?
right by Safeway. Hollywood, was it Hollywood Video?
No, the one right by Safeway was
Yeah.
another one.
Oh, which one are you
The
talking?
one with the beads?
Yeah, where yeah,
To get in the
with
back?
the beads. Yeah, but that was like a mom and pop one.
Yeah.
Hollywood Video was the one where Advanced Auto is right now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
Oh, that was a gym before too, no?
That was Gold's
Gym,
Gym.
yeah.
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 I hear that there's only one in existence, like in Texas.
No, it's in
Blockbuster?
Oregon.
A Blockbuster.
Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon. It's in Oregon.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
But that place used to be sick. You'd go like on a Friday night, you see your friends there,
Yeah.
their parents, and then also like when you got older as a teenager, you'd see like who would roll up with what girl, like, and it'd be like, oh, you're talking to her.
That was their
huh?"
social network.
Yeah, that was basically a social network.
Yeah, we used to rent games too.
Oh, their Game Pass was
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah, like we actually rented so often. We had like the pass thing.
It was Mito bought? Yeah, Mito bought me that. He bought me the Game Pass, and you could rent how many games you wanted and hold them for however long you wanted.
Yeah.
So I was like getting my achievement score up.
Yeah, dude, but to your point, like it was expensive. It's just when I got like around 15, 16, I was driving stuff. So you had they'll give me a weekly allowance. I would help my dad out.
Well, that's how Netflix started. It was to rival, Blockbuster, but it wasn't
a beer for
streaming.
Yeah.
It was you'd order it online and it'd come to you in the mail. Do you remember that?
I think people actually forget that.
Yeah.
Like, people forget that Netflix was actually renting a DVD.
Yeah.
They mail it to you. You watch it and you mail it back.
Yeah, yeah, because it was like Redbox before Redbox. Just online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel Cobb said that George Lucas messed up the prequels. I can't blame Disney. He caught lightning in a bottle with the OG. I don't know.
I don't know.
I like the prequels.
I like the prequels.
But you put shows.
I like the
at the
prequels
end.
too.
A lot of people prefer the prequels over the OG just because the OG were made so long ago. It feels so old.
So
1, 2, and 3. You're talking about?
Yeah.
yeah. So
Dude, 1, 2, and 3 are the greatest.
Yeah.
I like them before.
I actually
5, 4, 5, 6.
I think 3 is like the greatest one. But I also like what is it? Return of the Jedi?
I have the high ground.
Yeah.
Anakin.
6. That's
yeah,
it,
that
yeah.
one. So 3 and 6 are my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the first 3 because it's actually like that's what he originally wanted to make when he made the
Why didn't
the
he?
OGs because he didn't have the technology or the money to be able to do it. But he originally wanted to make it like a political drama, dragged out, like how Emperor Palpatine was literally the Sith Lord.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to do that back then, but he couldn't do that, so he piggybacked off of what he could do then.
I will say this: the only thing I hate about the prequels is Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, he
The
messed
most
up with that.
I like
pointless-
Jar Jar.
Dude, the most stupidest, pointless character. There's no point in having Jar Jar Binks.
You know what
in Star
that
Wars.
was though?
Bro, you know who real life Jar Jar is?
Cool.
Andy.
Side quest.
Dude, he's just a side quest king, bro.
Well,
Just
but
walking around.
Yeah.
in
And
retro,
he shows up out of nowhere.
in retrospect, yeah, like you can watch the Star Wars films, the prequels, and be like, oh, they could have did this to make it sick or this and that. But that's with everything.
But you know what Jar Jar was though, right? It was a money grab.
Why?
They were hoping because
To sell like merch with him?
yeah, because George Lucas held full control. Fox still held like 80% of Star Wars theater run money revenue, but George Lucas held 100% of the toy revenue. So he made Jar Jar Binks thinking that he would blow up in the toy
Action
section
figures.
For the
the action
kids.
figures. Yeah, because that's how he made all his
That's
money.
why he's so dumb.
That is-
Because, the kids like him.
Right. That's why. He was hoping that the kids would go to the store and always point him out, and they would want him from the toys. But
How'd he go for him on that?
I bet that's why they basically wrote him out of 2 and 3. Like you didn't hear about him anymore. Just he was on screen and that was it.
Yeah, like he had a couple shots during the war with the clones. But
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically why he was created, was to try to make money out of him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
yeah, like all the boomers, they'll say that the prequels are trash, but I actually like the prequels.
Yeah. Yeah, the prequels are good. They're all good, and I actually like the OGs more than prequels, but the prequels hold up really. They're good. They build to the story of the OGs.
What more do you like of the OGs than the prequels?
Now that I'm older, I do like the older ones. Even though like obviously the graphics and what do you call it, like CGI and everything like that wasn't existent back then.
Yeah.
But
What
I like the older ones.
I like the older ones because it's more about heroes. It's more about the story's
the
more
script.
it's more about the script. The story's more dragged out. It's a lot slow. It's a slower burn.
Yeah.
As opposed to prequels, it's like boom here, boom there, boom 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 boom.
Yeah, my attention deficit is like definitely for the prequels.
Yeah, because the prequels, there's a fight scene every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You get like that 10 minutes of talking or whatever,
I like
but
that.
then you get back to the fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
And then the OGs have Han Solo. He's like legit. He's like a man's man.
Yeah.
And also
Han Solo's an underrated character for
Lando
Star
too.
Wars.
Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, Lando too.
I like him. I like him a lot. Like the Han Solo movie that Disney made. I actually like that movie. A lot of people hated it, but I liked it
That was good.
because it had who's Childish Gambino? What's his name? Glover. Daniel Glover.
Yeah, Danny Glover.
Danny Glover. Yeah, he was in as Lando, and he played a really good Lando.
Yeah.
Didn't he die?
What do you think about the what was it, 7 through 9?
His dad.
The ones Disney made.
Yeah.
I liked the first one, The Force Awakens, because the hype was there.
I like the last one.
And it was an actual good story. And the reason I like it too is because I went to a 24-hour watch party. Yeah, and I'm a nerd in that sense.
You stayed up the 24?
Yeah, at the Westminster Promenade, they had a thing where they started the first movie at 10 at night, and it went all night, all day until the next day at 10.
You stayed the whole time?
I stayed the whole time.
That's dope.
But it was cool because between the movies, they would do trivia and they would like act out like nerd battles, LARPing, basically. And it was pretty sick. And the restaurants around there stayed open all night, so we'd be able to go out, get food, and come back in.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
dope.
I like the ending to 7 because that's when they showed like Luke.
Yeah.
again. Like that was legit. I remember the theater went wild for that.
yeah.
But
On the huge rock?
Yeah, where he's just like staring at her.
yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like I don't hate them, but they could have done
last one
way
was good
better.
too, though.
They could have done way better.
I don't hate them either. It's just that they didn't have a plan for them. It was trying to be a money grab for Disney.
Yeah,
as
they
well.
figured, oh, it's time. Like let's whip out some more Star Wars, and they did it.
Yeah, because J.J. Abrams did for The Force Awakens, and then they didn't have a story after that, and they gave it to another guy, Rainn Williams, or whatever his name is, and he did completely opposite of what J.J. Abrams wanted. So by the time he got the other movie, J.J. Abrams, he was trying to fix everything that this guy did that people didn't like, and it's like, bro, no, it's like create a story and stick to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what works.
The 9 is actually pretty good though.
Yeah, I like it.
I like Kylo Ren. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's legit. Kylo
Yeah,
Ren.
I like Kylo Ren.
He's walking around.
I always like the bad guys.
He's walking around in Disney. Kylo Ren.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Is he?
stormtroopers. Yeah.
That's dope.
Funny enough, Ezra stuck around to them more. He stuck on to like the stormtroopers.
Oh,
Kylo
nice.
Ren. He followed them around.
Well,
I'm
even
damn
like
it.
even in the originals, dude. Like I love Darth Vader. I love
Yeah.
I love the transition of Anakin
Yeah.
into Darth. Like,
Dude, the story
he's
of
my
Anakin is like literally the greatest.
So that's why the boomers like Star Wars, they prefer the OGs too, is because at a time where World War II was still fresh in everybody's mind, the stormtroopers are literally based off the Nazi stormtroopers. And even their helmet design is the same. And Darth Vader is based on a big bad guy like Hitler. So like they were introduced into something like that in a storytelling, a futuristic storytelling, but also recalling our past in World War II. Like that's why they were all brought into it. And that's why they prefer it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anything to say, Mito?
No, nothing.
How was your trip, Mito? Your business trip?
Yeah.
It was fun. We went to Nashville. I probably ate a good 6,000 calories before 3 in the afternoon.
Jeez.
So we take cheese and we do a show. It's a show. It's a food show pretty much. And we cut the cheese, but we take so much and we couldn't leave it out for a certain amount because it starts getting hot. So instead of throwing it away, there's a whole bunch of kids starving in Africa. You got to eat it.
I ain't gonna let this cheese go to waste.
Nah, but you pick, yeah. And they had a whole bunch of steaks. It was like a steak meat like show. It was in the middle of like an hour south of Nashville, like in a rancho, all nice and green. They brought a Ferrari. I sent you a Ferrari.
The thing was sick.
It was like a barn, and it was sick. It was a sick setup. It was different from what we usually do.
But that was a show, an actual. I thought you were at a Coleadero or something.
Oh, it was Mexican
That's what
because
it
it was
looked like, huh?
because it was Mexican culture or whatever. It's
Oh, okay.
part of it, yeah. But yeah, I went there, and then we went and ate with a customer, and then the next day, I don't know, that was the day before. And then the next day, that's when we went to the show and did all that. And then that night, we went home. Went to the hotel, got ready, went to Nashville. I think 10 times better than Vegas. Maybe it's our age, or maybe it's the music I like, the rock
Nashville?
and roll. Oh, Nashville.
I hear Nashville's tight.
Sick,
Yeah.
bro. Like just, I don't know if it was the energy. It was just every bar you would hit up, badass singers. It was like 4-story bars. Every story had their own singer. And just good singers, bro. It's not like crappy singers.
Yeah.
Well,
Like I sent you guys a video of the guy singing. What's that song? Metallica? No, it's
No, it was an AC/DC song.
yeah, ACD song, bro. It sounded just like him. And then the guy after that at the Kid Rock Honky Tonk. It's actually at 2 floors. You can see him. He was singing a whole bunch of classics and sick. So everybody was getting into it. It was Tuesday night and it was packed, bro.
That's
Packed.
sick.
Well, don't they
I
say
want to
how
go now.
Yeah.
It's sick,
That
bro.
sounds
don't they
cool.
say how Hollywood has actors, Nashville has the singers because they're all trying to make it?
The country capital of the world, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And the stadium is across the river right there from the street.
The Titan Stadium?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
How does it look?
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
sick.
it's pretty new, no?
No, I was
it's
talking
old?
to him, Nelson. He said that I guess they bought land to build a new stadium further away from there. And now the city's not letting them or something like that. He wasn't sure, but
How did he
They'll
feel?
probably pull
how,
the Chiefs.
how did he feel being an ex-Titans fan?
I don't know.
Since he's a Raiders fan now.
He's transitioned.
I don't know. But no, it was sick. And it's the weather right now is nice. It was a little humid, but probably in the summer it'll be a little too hot, but it wasn't too bad. The time we went, it was 80 degrees when we were there.
Dang.
Yeah, it was nice.
So it's super hot in the summer.
And then that school is there. What's that called? Not Valorant.
did you go to
Jay
the
Cutler. went there.
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
It's there in Nashville?
It's pretty much just a block away from all the bars and stuff.
Where's
It's
Tennessee?
right there?
Where's the University of Tennessee at?
Memphis, probably.
But I,
But I
That's where Peyton Manning went, no?
yeah.
bro, Nashville sounds dope.
It's
it does.
sick, bro. It's so much of like. There's a Taylor Swift bench right there. It's pretty nice.
So food, music.
The food, the barbecue was weird. I could only judge because we went to one barbecue place and they gave us barbecue sauce and it was watery. It was like more like a vinegary base. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nemo, my friend Nelson went around on all those tables and started checking. They were all watery. So no, they're all like that.
Oh, man.
And then we got some nachos and it was coleslaw. And it was,
On the nachos.
but picking
How'd it taste?
at it, it was not really too good. And then all of a sudden you get to like the cheese was like in the bottom layer. And then that was like,
You're already there. You might as well eat it, huh?
Yeah. I'm not a coleslaw guy.
I love,
coleslaw.
it's weird. I love KFC coleslaw for some reason.
Really?
Love it.
Daniel says it's in Chattanooga.
Tennessee, University of Tennessee, Rocky Top.
Yeah, no, but we had a blast. We were out there. Well, it did starts dying down around 11. But from 7 to 11, it was popping a whole bunch of cute girls. I liked it a lot, a lot. It was sick. And we came back the next day, but I enjoyed my, what was it, 36 hours over there, 48
Yeah, it
hours.
was quick.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's awesome, bro.
Beautiful. Yeah, it was good.
I'd rather have short trips than long trips. I get real homesick after like day 3 or 4.
I think it depends on what type of trip it is.
Are you guys road tripping or flying? What do you guys prefer?
A fly.
I'll fly.
Yeah.
All day.
I'll forget the road.
I did road trip back from California, and I think we're gonna fly. It's just
How long was it?
16 hours. So I left
Good
at
time, no?
I left at 10 in the morning, got here at 3 in the morning. 10 in the morning, LA, and got here 3 in the morning the next day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, from flying.
Yeah, me too. Just because, like, all that time you gained, right? Like, you can do so many things, you know? Like, I feel like you're just wasting time.
Or in your case, if you're homesick,
I just want to get home.
you get home that same day
Yeah.
within a couple hours.
I don't think it's so much as to what I could be doing with my time. It's just that I don't want to spend it on the road
Exactly.
driving.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I think it's a waste of time. You know, like, what's the point in this? Like, obviously you're traveling, but like, I'd rather be doing something productive or enjoying my time.
I like the
I did eat the whole plate and some.
I like this topic that you guys wrote down. We said we were going to talk about this coming week, about the video games.
Oh yeah.
So what is your guys' favorite video game series? I guess let's start with you, Daniel.
Halo.
Halo.
Yeah.
Same with you.
Halo. Yeah.
Halo.
Gran Turismo or GTA?
That's good. Yeah.
Halo for me, just because it was something different. Because that's what kind of multiplayer Xbox Live came out, and it was just like sick. And then you could find the glitch in that level. You go up on top of the level.
Sidewinder.
Yeah, you get on the tank and you use.
Remember
that
we
little
spent like
ghost?
6 hours trying to get you that achievement and you couldn't do it?
Oops.
No, and then when you had to jump through the hoops, and Pelon's like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Dude, we carried Ramiro too. Like, we literally just
We're playing on
hand-fed
Legendary.
him, bro. We hand fed him. Like me, Kevin, and Pelon were just like taking him through this level. It's the very last level, right? And so to get this one achievement, he had to like basically
it was-
glitch it. You know, and we tried for
No,
like
but
6
remember
hours.
the tiles were like closing and we had to go through it and all
No,
that?
it was before that. It was to get a skull. Remember, we were trying to get you a skull so you can get that legendary armor that you could wear in multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, bro, we were trying for like 6 hours to get you this, and you just couldn't do it, bro. And then I just remember the frustration in my brother's voice. Like my brother does not get frustrated, bro.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you know, my brother's most even Steven, you know.
Yeah.
And he was just he's like, oh my god. And then dude, you could just hear Ramiro's defeat. He's like, bro, we'll just get it next time. We'll just get it next time.
Oh man.
bro, and at the time, Pelon never didn't talk that much like he does now.
Yeah.
And he was always quiet, and he was talking so much.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn, we should get him pissed more often."
Is that the game you think you put the most time in?
100%.
Yeah.
I still put time. I still play the story every year.
Really?
I play
Yeah,
it through.
it's a great story.
The game I played the most growing up was FIFA. I played that game like religiously since FIFA 08 until about 2020. So that's what, 12 years?
Yeah.
But I don't think that's my favorite game. Like,
Yeah.
I played it because that was good, and like you have your own group of guys that you played with.
Yeah.
And like I play like I haven't played in like a month, but Call of Duty, like those guys, we transitioned like to Call of Duty, and I still play with those guys.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's not my favorite game. Like my favorite game now is like Warzone.
Okay.
I agree. I agree.
I played PlayStation growing up, so like the games on PS1, PS2, that's what I played.
That's-
like the Crash Bandicoot, like the Crash Bandicoot, the Spyro,
I guess that
Rayman, like that's what I played.
I guess it depends what system you had, right? If you had an Xbox,
Yeah.
you were like more of a Microsoft Halo type of guy.
What was your first system?
N6 NES.
The NES. Me too.
The SNES.
I had
Nintendo.
I had the
NES.
Sega Genesis, and we played Street Fighter
You had the
nonstop.
Genesis?
The Sega Genesis.
I was always jealous of people with Genesis.
Yeah, it was a
You had
hand me down.
you had
It was
money,
it was a
money,
hand.
me.
No, it was a hand me down. My older cousin handed it down to us.
It seemed like
Your mic, bro.
it seems like Sega was like exclusive, like rich people, and not they weren't rich, but seemed like higher.
Bro, they had that cool controller. It looked like a
it had a
window
phone
in the
connection
middle.
line in back.
Oh, the Dreamcast.
Dreamcast. So
Yeah.
the Sega Dreamcast was awesome.
Bro,
too.
that screen was legit. I remember I had a guy that throwing in old school EB games. Do you guys remember EB games?
Yeah,
at
I
the
do
mall?
remember that.
The
Yeah.
guy, I asked the guy, I'm like, what's that window for? And for specific games, it was like a companion. You'd put that window, or you'd get like an adapter, put it in that window, and it turned into like a Game Boy.
No way.
So like within the mission you're going, and this is like part of the mission too, but you could like play on it as well.
Yeah.
And it was like wild. It like blew my mind at the time.
That's crazy. I should backtrack. We got the Sega Genesis, and like
The Sega
That-
Genesis,
keep it real-
the black one. Then
yeah, so like the Sega Genesis, and remember, like controllers were wired back then,
yeah.
bro. So like this was the entrance, right, of the cord. It was all the way over here, and then it would still be connected by the internal wires.
Oh
So these controllers were run down,
yeah.
and we got it as a hand down because that's when my cousin, he got like the PlayStation. He was starting to get. I don't know when the PlayStation 1 came out.
Like in
94, 95, right?
no, it was like
No, the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, it was like 94.
It was like late 90s.
yeah, it was late 90s.
96.
I remember when my cousin bought one.
I'm born in
PlayStation?
96. I don't think it was.
It was probably like 97, 98. Because I remember
so my
when my
cou-
cousin came over and he bought one.
Yeah, so my cousin, he got the
I was so
PlayStation,
jealous. He
and
bought it at
therefore
Sears.
he gave us a Sega Genesis. And then it was like a pattern of hand-me-downs for like 3 more systems, because then we got handed down the PlayStation 1, and then we got handed down I want to say the GameCube. Well, anyways,
The GameCube was legit too, though.
Yeah, the GameCube was awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It has some games on there. It has some sick games on there.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but I remember it was like one game that like caught my attention.
Well, the game we played nonstop was
Stadium.
Maybe that one and another one.
the Mario Smash Bros.
Smash
Yeah.
on.
That's
good.
the only game. Oh, and we played Mario Strikers too. It's like a soccer game. Oh man, but yeah, the Smash
Dude,
Bros.
I didn't have a GameCube, but John had one, and he had a huge collection. I'm sure he still has it now.
Our cousin Timo Jr., he had it, and he had a huge
GameCube?
collection too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Abdiel says Mortal Kombat. He says he's been playing that since Sega.
Damn.
We played that on Nintendo 64 like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember the-
Mortal Kombat
Donkey
was
Kong
way
64?
dope back then.
Remember the N64 had that one game where it came in it's a fighting game. It came in a black cartridge, and like if your parents or grandparents were religious, they swore that game was a devil.
Killer Instinct.
Killer, yeah, okay, yeah, KI.
How does he know this so
Hold
properly?
on, I didn't know that. Hold on.
Bro, my grandma would all the time tell me, if you play that game, you're gonna, the devil's gonna possess you. And it was like a
Killer Instinct.
yeah, and it came in a black cartridge too. And the guy in front was like kind of robot demon or something.
Oh, okay. Whoops, sorry.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember that game.
Go to the images. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's the game. That dude. Yeah, he was in the cover.
No, but this is Super Nintendo.
No, but he was in the N64 cover too, and they told us that he was the devil, and I was like,
Oh, this one.
yeah, that guy.
Huh,
It would come in a black cartridge. There he is.
Where?
that's a trip.
Right there, on the right.
Oh. That like that, or was it black cartridge?
It was that, but yeah, I remember it coming in a black or gold, or unless that was in the Super Nintendo.
Bro, the Nintendo 64 had some scary games. Well, at least like in those times.
For being a kid's
Yeah.
console, yeah.
I remember.
No, it was
like,
the Super Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
I remember like Resident Evil. I didn't mess with that because it was scary on that system.
Bro, Resident Evil, I played that.
Dude, remember when we got it for 360? Dude, we were up to like 11, 12 playing that game. We were scared out of our minds.
Timo made us get it.
Which was it? I don't remember.
Resident Evil 4. I
Yeah,
think?
it was 4.
I didn't like it. I don't think I think I saw you guys play, but I didn't play it.
Yeah, it was scary. Like if I would have played that when I was younger, I would have definitely had nightmares.
What is it? The Bad Fur Days. Did you guys ever play that?
I
Remember that?
Sounds familiar.
I remember. I
never played it, but I heard about it.
I know about the game, but I never played it.
No, that was a good game. bad for a day.
I think it's like one of the most sought after games for that system now, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm a member of the like a subreddit for retro games, and yeah, you just see people with like these huge walls, bro, like this whole wall filled with like cartridges, bro, and like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games. It's pretty sick.
Do you remember the glitch? Not the glitch, but the hidden room in Duke Nukem N64?
Oh, that sounds so familiar.
You go into a building and then you jump into like a sewer and then you come up and then there's like a poster of a naked woman.
Oh yeah.
Like, I remember us and our cousins would play that when we were little and
Fap to it.
yeah, we would always like try to find it right away.
Nah, that's what Grand Theft Auto was. Fast forward into time, Grand Theft Auto when you would pick up the hookers or like go to the strip club.
And then you kill him for your money back.
Yeah.
Talking about Grand Theft Auto, when did you start? Which Grand Theft Auto you start playing?
I started on 3.
That was
Which one was that?
a big game at the
The
time.
PlayStation 2.
No,
No, that was 2.
the one in
But I
Liberty
did
City.
play 2.
Is that the
I played
one
2
where
after.
you'd see yourself from the top? And like you couldn't, it's not like first person or third person. or
Overhead.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Three's in Liberty City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the first 3D one.
The only
What's after that?
4.
Which one's Liberty Cities?
New York.
It's like what else?
New York. Yeah.
6?
No. Like
No, after 3 was Vice City actually.
Vice City. Yeah,
Yeah.
Vice City. That.
Miami.
So the one that I remember playing a lot was San Andreas.
Yeah.
And we played Vice City too. And
San
I'm
Andreas,
not
I
like a
think,
big
took our
GTA guy.
childhood. Like we spent hours in San Andreas.
Yeah, I wasn't
yeah.
a big GTA guy, but everybody played San Andreas. At least like
I had braids.
during my area.
Bro, the GTA, you had the super bike and you could customize a car to make it a rally car.
Yeah.
You could
Like-
lowriders. You got lowriders.
Oh,
in San
lowriders.
Andreas.
That reminds me. Do you guys remember like the cheat books that you could get?
Yeah.
Like at King Supers,
Up,
Walmart,
down,
Safeway.
left, right.
L1,
Dude,
R2,
we-
R1,
we-
R2, left down, right up, left down, right up.
Yep, that's the one. So that's why those games were dope because once you got your hand on the cheat book, like you could have whatever you wanted in the game. Like you wanted $1 million, okay, well you just type this in real quick. That's something that I don't think kids can relate to these days.
I didn't get any satisfaction out of that though.
Unless you're playing Helldivers. Helldivers is bringing that back.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did you see that dude that made the on his wrist
Nerd.
to call the ordinance in?
Oh no! Is it like a 3D printed one or what?
Damn, yeah, and I need to find it. Yeah, he made a screen where it's an ordinance like in the game, and it's actually responsive to the game.
That's sick.
So while he's playing, he calls in the ordinance from his wrist.
That's
Oh.
super sick.
Sticking on that topic, you guys ever play Tony Hawk growing up?
Yeah,
Dude.
I forgot about
Matt
that.
Hoffman.
Tony Hawk.
Oh, so I played all those.
Yeah, dude. So Tony Hawk 1, 2, 3. I love those games. And
2 is the best.
bro, there was
They were all good.
Underground 2 had me like.
oh,
hooked.
dude, we played Tony Hawk religiously.
And not only that, it introduced you to so much different music.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
played a lot
then-
of Matt Hoffman.
bro, like the other day, I
That too.
sent my
BMX.
brother the Ace of Spades by Motorhead,
Yeah.
and that's where that game is
Yeah.
on there. That song is on that game.
Isn't it in the intro?
Yeah, well, it's like just in the game in
Yeah.
general, so you could play it whenever. But same thing with the glitches or the hacks, better said. I remember like we would, how nowadays games have skins.
Yeah.
Back then there was a cheat code to get like a Spider-Man skin.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude, it was so tight.
That's
Spider-Man.
sick. They had a Jesus
Yeah.
skin too, right?
Yeah, Jesus skin. Yeah,
That's where the
yeah, dude, it's crazy.
You
memes
do
are coming
the
from.
trick like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everlong. No.
And then there was a cheat code as well to get like a BMX bike instead of
one?
later on in the
This one?
yeah. But later on, bro,
That's dope.
I don't know if it was like the third one or whatever. They introduced the bikes, but in the 1 or 2 there was no bike, so you had to get the cheat codes and you would get a bike.
So they didn't have bikes anymore? Wait, Tony Hawk had bikes?
In the later games,
Oh, no way. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was thinking about the one you mentioned, Matt Hoffman. That game,
That was just BMX.
that one introduced
okay.
me to Ozzy Osbourne Crazy
and I
Train.
might be mistaken. Maybe I'm talking about that, but either way, it was.
I don't
freaking dope.
remember bikes,
I
but
remember bikes in Tony Hawk.
I
I might be
remember like the
mistaken,
newer
then.
ones were pretty complex. Like the newer Tony
Yeah,
Hawk,
because they were
were
like
pretty
open
sick.
world. You would run around and
Yeah,
climb
they
stuff.
were sick.
Yeah.
Bro, do you have a Switch? Nintendo Switch?
Yeah.
My coworker the other day, he showed up because he traded, I don't know what, and he showed up to work with it. They have a Tony Hawk game for the Switch, which is like 1, 2, and 3 all in one.
No way.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
and I was actually playing it with the warehouse level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing it the other day.
I always played as Bam Margera.
Oh,
Bam.
whatever happened to that guy?
He's
He's got to be what 50 now.
yeah, he's
up
been
there.
going in and out of rehab. Like his life's a mess,
Damn.
Yeah.
from what I know or from what I've seen.
That's crazy. All those dudes are old from Jackass.
Talking about the BMX game, what's
Matt Hoffman.
I think Wallstar put on Instagram where you go so much that the level that it bounces you all the way in, like you hit a wall and it just shoots you to the
Oh,
center.
really?
Oh, that used to be the ATV games. They used to do that when you go to
Maybe
like
I'm
out of bounds.
confusing it, yeah.
It would shoot you back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
pretty cool.
I'm having such nostalgia. Like we had the sickest games growing up. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like now it's like you play one game, you play it online, you know. But like back then, like you would actually go through games.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they're remaking it.
Oh,
They're remaking like the Metal Gear Solid series and all those games.
oh wow!
I didn't know that.
Like better graphics.
I didn't know that
yeah.
either.
Remaking or extending, like making
No,
them.
remaking. I think
They're like
remaking.
remastering.
Yeah, remastering.
Oh,
there you
remastering.
go. Remastering is the word. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
dope, dude.
They didn't remaster
Those
Halo.
games had amazing stories.
But bro, like that's the point too. There's no originality, right? Like you'd figure like it'd progress,
Yeah.
you know, but it really hasn't. It's the same thing from 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Right, because even Assassin's Creed, you could consider that kind of like modern game. That's really good, but it started in 2007.
Yeah.
The
People would
360.
take risks like back then. They would make like weird
Yeah.
off games. Like what was that game? What was a Soul Reaper? What was it called? Where you would just run around and I don't know if you were like fighting demons, but it was just like a weird game. Or Abe's Odyssey.
I don't remember.
Oh, I played Odyssey with Ray.
Yeah, it really
That-
like those games like Abe's Odyssey. They were just weird one-off games that they don't.
Oh, bro, Abdiel asked, "Did you guys play Blitz?"
Oh,
Blitz,
God.
what's that
Blitz.
shit?
Bro, Blitz was the best. No, I take that
No,
back.
NFL
NFL Street.
No, Blitz.
NFL
Blitz.
Street.
Blitz.
If you
Blitz.
played in an arcade, Blitz.
No, at home too. You settled arguments on
bro.
Blitz.
No.
You settled.
Nah, NFL
Walter
Street
Payton
broke
was
up.
unstoppable.
Bro,
Yeah,
NFL
Walter
Street
Payton's a cheat
made
code.
me fight my cousins.
Bro, I played NFL Street, but I didn't like it. Like,
You didn't like it?
no, I didn't like it at all. I played the one with the Ricky Williams on the cover.
That's
Oh,
true,
that's
I
the
think.
first one.
Yeah,
That's the first one?
Look it up. I think it is.
I didn't like that one. I don't know. Probably because I played Blitz and I was so fond of Blitz. I'm like, bro, what is this? Because you
Did you guys ever play 2K5?
Oh yeah, that's the
yeah,
first
that
one.
one was good.
Dude, I felt like that's another one. Again, I played Madden, like growing up.
They had
my whole-
Ocho in 3. That's sick.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. Ricky Williams, I believe, was the first. Cover.
Yeah, it was. You're right. You're right.
But yeah, dude, like, if 2K kept going, they were miles and miles ahead of Madden.
Bro.
Madden's not even a good game.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not, dude. Madden's
Bro,
not a good game.
2K5 had that feature where you could play inside the player's helmet
Yeah.
in 2005.
Yeah,
And Madden never did anything with
it's
that.
crazy to think how advanced they were. Imagine
Yeah.
10 years or 20 years later, what they would have out for a game.
So that's the thing too, kind of like going back to what Hiram said, they're not making much games because everything's licensed now.
Yeah.
Like they buy the license and then they just don't make, they either wait to put out a game or they don't put the money into it. And also they're all about microtransactions.
But bro, all the kids these days are kind of brain dead.
yeah.
No, I'm not like judging, but in reality they really are, bro. Like, you know, like all the stuff that like Fortnite comes out with. Like I liked Fortnite when it first came out.
Yeah.
But now it's just like licensed crap.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, now
shoved
it's
down your
about
throat.
getting another skin or getting.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. It's so dumb. And like they don't really change the gameplay or like they change it and then it's kind of like the same thing, you know? Like so it's cool for like you
It's
know, an X amount of
microtransactions.
time.
That's
Or
what
a
it is.
Yeah,
season.
exactly.
It's cool for a season.
Yeah, yeah, but
then
that's the
it's a new
problem. The
season.
games to start hard have gone to like a microtransactions.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I honestly like refuse to play games if they have microtransactions. And if they do have microtransactions, I don't buy skins, I don't buy armor. I stay
Oh, dude.
Daniel buys all the passes.
Yeah,
like, no, bro.
dude,
it's
Clash of
trash.
Clans. Oh, I'm so.
You guys
addicted
don't want to
that.
talk about dumping money into games, bro. I was dumping
Just how were you
thousands of dollars into FIFA 13.
Thousands.
Thousands, yeah, because like
Getting the cards.
the cards. So like Ultimate Team,
Ultimate Team,
you
yeah.
you get like you build your team, and it, dude. Honestly, that was kind of like the downfall of that game.
Bro, Madden introduced Ultimate Team, stop playing Madden. FIFA introduced Ultimate Team, I stopped playing FIFA.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
I
it's
was
so
just not
super
about it.
addicting. Yeah, dude, it's so addicting.
It is.
But
Because like Rocket League, I played Rocket League a lot, and then Ubisoft bought it, and then now they turned it into a Game Pass microtransactions. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is trash.
yeah,
And
same
even the
thing with
gameplay's not
Rainbow
the same.
Six. Rainbow Six Siege is the same way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
Damn.
that game's been out like 12, 13 years.
my my sister-in-law's boyfriend tells me to hop on Rainbow, and
That's a game.
one time I gave it a run.
Oh yeah, he was
Dude, this
telling us
game-
last week.
Bro, this game's like you could tell that this game's been like a couple years behind.
Yeah.
No, it's
Like,
been
just
out
the-
for a long time.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the graphics are
Oh.
2010s.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
was the one before that? Rainbow Six Las Vegas. No,
No,
that's-
they've made a
you-
couple
that's what
after
you-
that, but this one's like the most popular one.
Is that a
It's
Tom
like-
Clancy game?
No, it's a.
I thought it was.
Remember Splinter Cell?
Splinter Cell was good.
Splinter Cell was good.
Oh,
Assassin's
dude,
Creed.
Hitman.
the British guy, Mike. What's his name?
Michael.
Julian.
That used to work with us.
Mike Jones.
Oh,
British guy?
Lomas?
Mike Lomas.
He's in
So
Colorado.
he was part of the production of Splinter Cell games.
Really?
You didn't talk to him about that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah. He like produced or like he like helped make like the very like first three, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
That's
actually
crazy,
sick.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. He's just this, random British guy, but he's cool. He sucked at selling, but he's cool.
Dude, that's crazy. Your point though, Hiram, about how like they don't make new games no more, and it's crazy because now that you actually touched that topic, I can't think of a game that's come out in recent years that was just revolutionary.
Right.
You just said your game right now is Warzone. It's pretty much a remake. They just put it into bigger.
Yeah, that's Call of Duty though. I mean, Call of Duty's been since.
That's what I'm saying. But that game is for a remake of Modern Warfare 3, right? It was a remake for Modern Warfare 3.
Modern Warfare 2.
2.
Warzone?
No, but Warzone is almost the same thing. It's just they just expanded all the maps together.
Warzone's just a battle royale for they copied Fortnite.
Yeah, I remember because I remember.
Or
when
no,
Fortnite
they
came out.
they copied
No, you're right.
it's not
Fortnite.
no, it was before Fortnite. It was,
Apex.
no. It was before Apex.
World of Warcraft?
No, I know what you're talking about.
It's not H1Z1.
Grom or something like that.
Rust.
No.
No. Yeah.
Because from my memory,
It was the one that
Fortnite
Dr.
is-
Disrespect would always play.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
from what I remember, Fortnite was like the first battle royale that took over the game.
It took over the industry, but it wasn't the first battle royale. It was PUBG.
PUBG, yep.
That's what it was.
PUBG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
What did it stand for? Public something?
I don't remember. I never really played it, but yeah, it was basically just a battle royale. But
Yeah.
crappy graphics.
The thing that was cool about PUBG was that if you played on your iPhone, you were playing with the same people that were playing on PC and on consoles,
Like
like
cross-platform.
cross-platform. It was one of the first ones to do cross-platform.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Really, I
remember
didn't know that.
cross-platform is dope though.
Yeah, that's something I think we take for granted a little bit. The cross-platform, it's sick.
Yeah, because you remember times before
Yeah.
without cross-platform.
You would have to buy the system to be able to play with a friend.
Yeah, and not all your friends are like. Look, like I'm a PlayStation guy. Hiram's a PlayStation guy. You guys are Xbox. That's a perfect example.
Right.
Like, say a game came out where cool.
Nah. If you're any sort of competitor, you had an Xbox.
Okay, you'll grow up one day.
Yeah.
Anyways,
What had more sales?
Xbox.
bro,
360?
PlayStation by mile. I had both.
No.
I had Xbox. I had the regular one, the 360,
Xbox for like
the
a week and
one.
I sold it.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I get it though. Like, I can see where it's cool, and it is cool. Like, I'm not bashing on Xbox, but PlayStation is just where it's at.
I think PlayStation has more original games.
They do now. Yeah. And
Well,
they
did God of War.
and they are more focused on that. They're
Yeah.
more focused on story-based games instead of like online multiplayers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which I respect.
You
Yeah,
go, you
it's
go,
okay.
you go to Walmart and you see
Microtransactions.
You go to Walmart and you see all the greatest hits games on PlayStation because they
And
got
Xbox.
hits.
But what revolutionized the 2000s?
I can't think of another Xbox game
Xbox
that
360.
is
Halo.
besides Halo. I
Gears
can't
of
think
War?
of Gears of War.
Yeah.
Gears of War is
Xbox.
good.
Xbox.
But
Bro,
that's it.
Okay,
Halo
bro,
and
take
Gears
it
of War.
easy. You have a PC.
Give me
You're,
time,
you're
give
not
me
even.
time.
It's still the same thing. It's Microsoft.
You,
Project Gotham,
I
which
never-
turned into a racing game. It's
Forza, I think.
Forza now.
PlayStation has Batman.
But if you think racing games, what's the best racing game?
Oh, yeah,
ever
Spider-Man.
made?
GT.
Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
I watched that movie on the airplane. It's a pretty good movie.
It's a
we
good movie.
we played Need for Speed a lot too growing
Need
up.
for Speed, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
that
good.
was-
Oh,
Like
Need for
realistic
Most
racing.
Wanted. Oh,
Most
that was such a
Wanted,
good.
yeah.
That was a good game.
That was a really good
Club.
game.
Oh,
Midnight Club, dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
The dub edition.
You ever play on the
yeah.
PSP? You guys have a PSP?
Yeah.
So that's what I played on the
I had
PSP.
mine
was the
hacked,
race
bro.
games.
Did you have yours hacked?
Oh yeah.
I had mine
That was
hacked.
legit, dude.
And you
Which-
could download the
Which one was the
games.
Midnight Club that allowed you to free roam the city? Because that was the first time it blew my mind.
The first one.
'Cause-
It started with the first one.
Oh, okay, because all the games up until that point, all the racing games, you either stayed on a track or you were in a city, but you stayed within the course of the city.
Yeah.
But Midnight Club was the first one where you could roam the whole city, and I was like, boom.
Which is kind of crazy because you put it into perspective now. Like we're talking about Warzone, dude. Warzone is hundreds of gigabytes of storage. Because they have to have the platform.
Yeah.
You know?
Bro, I got the most funniest story. So, when
Very good, Daniel.
when Midnight Club came out, me and my brother Granny, was it was like my 6th grade summer, and bro, my brother would get so into it, like he was leaned in, playing, but his mouth would always get open. So I'd always tell him, like, close your mouth. And like he didn't listen. So one time he was in the middle of a race and I was sitting behind him and I just slowly like stuck my big toe in his mouth, bro. Dude, he like the look of like horror in his face. Like he couldn't like move away because he was so into the game. He's just like, stop. Bro, dude, I remember like so vividly doing that to him, and he couldn't even do anything about it. He was just like suffering.
That's funny that you said that. I miss seeing Pelon's gaming face because he'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, like that. With his mouth open.
You stuck your toe in Pelon's mouth?
Yeah, when he was like really locked in on a.
He got
on a
you back with
most
that big old booger, though.
Oh, explain that one.
I do not recall.
I walked in.
we need a button that
Daniel
says
is
story
passed
time.
out in the bed with his mouth open.
Oh.
And then he's like, hey, watch this. And then he digs in there and he pulls out a huge moco. And he sticks it in Daniel's mouth. And then Daniel's like,
Got him.
Yummy. Nice and salty.
You're like,
I was
keep
gonna
in the
eat it
back.
anyways.
Daniel tries to justify it. I was gonna eat it anyways.
I was gonna eat it anyways.
But going back to why games aren't being made good anymore, I was watching a video where basically it explained where back then you could use, like, for example, this wall and copy and paste it throughout the whole game. Now you have to go detailed through the whole wall, and that takes a lot of time. And then not only that, most game companies, they only hire on a 3-month basis or a 6-month contract base. They don't give them full employment because then that would mean health benefits, bonuses, and whatnot. So they're trying to save money in that end. They give them like 6-month contracts. So by the time their 6 month is up, they go to another company and the new people coming in, they don't even know what's going on. And they're starting from zero again.
Yeah.
So that's why it doesn't, like, the new games aren't good as they used to be.
Yeah, because they don't have enough time to like master it.
Yeah,
Agreed. Enough time, all that.
when I was listening to the Xbox podcast back like 2 years ago, they said we think gaming makes money, but it's only certain platforms that are making it. There's a lot of these indies games that are barely surviving. After they
The
go out of
indie
business.
games suck though.
Well, they don't really have that much to work with.
I've tried a couple. And
What's an indie game?
just one like made by you,
Yeah.
and you upload
really?
it to like
Like
the
privately.
Xbox store.
Oh, okay.
There's only been like one
Because
or two that have been really famous.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Blood Boy, I think, was one.
I think Rocket League, right? And then Microsoft bought it, or no? Or Ubisoft.
It was a
or
smaller company.
I think that's the problem. Big companies just buy up all these little,
Exactly, because they can
Studios.
make their money
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah.
and they ruin everything.
Yeah, and that's the point. It's about making money. It's not about kids enjoying a game.
Right.
It's literally about just making money and how much money you can make.
Bro, going back to what you're saying, like, kids are brain dead now. You give them a phone, and what if they have Fortnite on the phone and they have dad's credit card or mom's credit card on
Yeah.
it? They're going to buy everything. And that's what they want. They want to be able to expose kids like that and
Dude,
make the most money.
One time, like this is probably like 10 years ago, but just I let him. I would always let him play my Xbox because he liked Roblox. That game.
Right, yeah.
And dude, one time I was checking my credit card statement. It was like $220 of purchases, dude. Like, what did you buy, dude? I had to call Xbox and like tell him like, oh,
Give him the old my nephew.
yeah, like yeah. That's literally what I told him like, hey, my nephew was on the Xbox and I didn't let him buy any of this.
Did I guys tell you guys about this on a couple episodes ago? It's you could look it up. Apple last 2 years ago refunded billions of dollars
Oh,
to
from
parents.
Fortnite.
No, just in general at the App Store.
But still, it's Fortnite too. Fortnite got sued for that, and because it was like predatory the way they were setting up like the purchases.
And that's why they took them off the App Store, right?
I think so.
And people were complaining, oh, they're being unjust.
No, I think because Apple is taking 30% of everything.
Oh yeah.
And for a while,
The
like,
App Store was seeing.
that's why the government's cracking down on it. Because even if you wanted to buy, Apple made them go through them instead of going to their website.
No, so
Nice.
for what Fortnite did is they figured out a way to like bypass the Apple Store, and the Apple Store took them off for that reason.
Nice.
Yeah,
I love it.
And then like obviously they found out, and that's why they took them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the App Store 30% off every sale. That's
Bro,
crazy.
Like when you go to like Applebee's or Chili's, they have like that little tablet on there with games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
That's $6.
yeah, the other day I just gave it to Ezra, or Ezra just grabbed it, and like he picked like 2 games, and it was like $10, and I was like, bro, what?
What are you doing?
Yeah, so now like when we go, we have to like hide it so he doesn't touch it. But it's just stuff like that. It's
Jeez.
predatory. That's what it is.
It
It's
is
It
predatory.
really
predatory.
is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Because they know the kids, at 2 years old can play with it,
Right.
But, you guys want to talk about my brother?
No.
All right. Dude, okay, so.
Is it true though?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
I haven't either.
What? That's like. Anyways, let's move on.
Okay.
So do you guys know about
Patreon?
Do you guys know about Do you guys know about quantum immortality?
I was watching the video.
No. Are we gonna watch it?
Yeah, let's watch it so you guys have an idea.
You could just hear like outside if you want.
There's headphones all loud. I could hear.
I believe I was 15 when I came up with my own non-scientific theory regarding death. I knew that I could not recall anything before my birth, nor most things after. My earliest memories became vivid near the ages of 6 through 8. Not that it matters, but definitely worth noting for my personal knowledge. All I wanted to explain from my examples is that I only know what it is to be alive and cannot conceive to the slightest of what it's like to not. My theory went something like this. What if you already died? What if when you had a near-death experience, it actually killed you, and what lives on is your soul playing along as if you hadn't succumbed to death? What if we are all immortal, but every time we die, we branch off into another dimension in which we are not dead? But in the past dimension, we do pass, and our families mourn, and friends remember. I always had this thought in the back of my head, but couldn't compose the words descriptively enough to find a result on Google. Until last week, I somehow managed to describe my thoughts clear enough to find a result on Reddit. Another user described the exact same story I put forth. This both excited and frightened my inner being. He too did not know where this thought came from, until a comment replying to him said that he was describing the theory of quantum immortality. Quantum immortality is a theory of the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. Quantum immortality is a thought experiment that puts forth a scenario in which you as a person survive definite quantum suicide. Here's an example. Let's say you get into a box with a gun pointed at your dome. Somehow, the trigger measures the spin value of a proton every 2 seconds. If it spins one direction, it does nothing. If it spins the opposite direction, the trigger is pulled and you die. The proton gives you a 50% chance of living, making it as random as it could be. Now stay in the box until 200 seconds have gone by, the trigger being pulled 100 times. Your chances of random survival have plummeted to 0.00%, reassuring that you are indeed immortal. Every time you could have died, the world split into 2 dimensions, one where you face your demise, and the other where you lived. Either way, the only one you could have experienced was the one where you lived, where your consciousness was existing. Because you cannot know that you died, making you immortal. Sort of. Hugh Everett, the father of the many worlds interpretation.
Let me put it back on. So, I mean, have you guys ever thought about that?
Yeah. Not in that sense, but I've thought about, like, for example, if I go through a red light and I'm like a couple miles down, I start thinking to myself, what if I had just died then? And it's just my subconscious, my brain playing in my mind saying that I went forward when I would have died at that red light.
Do you think that because like you skipped that part of your like you didn't remember going through that red light? Do you think that because of that? Because that's another like that's like another phenomenon that basically you're that basically like your brain like erases that from your mind because it's so boring. Like it's just, you know, like have you ever gone to work and then like you basically blocked out the whole drive?
Autopilot.
Yeah.
Every day. No, what's even crazier is, okay, so I have a perfect example. The other day it was my brother, my wife, and I, and we were at the stoplight over here. And we were just waiting for the light to turn green to take our turn. Bro, like 3 seconds after our light was green, somebody zooms past.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk like 70 miles an hour. What if I didn't delay like those 3 seconds? Like I probably would have died
Right.
in that type of accident. And just the rest of the day, dude, like those are the type of situations that pucker up your butthole, you know, because you're like, dude, I just dodged death by this sliver.
Well, that's what this theory is about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy to think about because
that you technically quote unquote died, but you're only living the part where you lived. You get me? So
I get it.
Once you die, it splits into two, and you keep living the other life, and then you die over here.
I get it, but I know I didn't die. So that's why I know I did not die.
It's like that thing. Did you die though?
Yeah, like I know for a fact I didn't die, so that's why that. Like I see the argument here, but that's really just thinking way outside the box.
Yeah.
Reality is that you didn't die.
Right.
So
that's the point.
but this is the only reality.
No, that's the point of it. You once you die, you just keep living. It's two pieces. Do you understand?
Multiverse, basically.
Yeah, it's like when you go, like the whole theory with if you go time travel, right? You go back and change the timeline, but you just start a whole nother timeline.
Right.
The other one continues in its normal trajectory that it would, and then the one you change, that's a whole nother timeline. You just started a whole nother timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. I mean, it's not. I mean, who really cares, right? But it's not. Like in reality, like that. So I've thought about it that just because not for me, but like my daughter. You know, when she was sick, like we almost lost her, right?
Right.
But like, dude, she was like on the brink of dying. You know, so now I'm like thinking, like, dude, I'm living a movie. You know, she just made it out of this. You know, and it went my way. You know, what if it didn't go my way?
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's the only reason why I started thinking like that. Like, what if it didn't go my way? Or why did it go so perfect?
Yeah.
Or I mean, obviously things didn't go perfect, but you know, how did she survive?
You made it out.
Yeah,
winning.
we made it out.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, like you're like that's how I felt at the moment. You know, that's why this intrigued me.
Yeah.
Because, you know, what if you are living like, you know, just that quantum immortality, like obviously you're gonna die at some point, right?
Yeah.
You know, but
for the time being, like I see it makes more sense to me now.
Yeah,
because this is a theory, right? Too. That was a theory.
Yeah, it's a
but
theory.
there's people that are trying to actually prove it and show.
They're like, watch this.
So that's
there was a guy on Reddit who actually tried to prove it. He's like, this is my like. He actually went crazy, like thinking about it.
Yeah.
And like, I need to look him up.
So that's what CERN is about too. That's what they're trying to prove. They're trying to prove that the multiverse is real by colliding, what is it, protons or neutrons together?
Yeah.
In the Hadron Collider. They're trying
There's
to
a whole bunch of theories on that though.
Yeah,
but
that
open portals,
but like the
God
multiverse,
particles.
yeah.
There's a whole bunch of crazy stuff at CERN.
This kind of reminded me of quantum entanglement. Have you guys heard about that?
No.
Quantum entanglement. So this is actually real. If you split two neurons in half and take them from one side of the world to the other. If you twist this neuron, it'll twist this one together. If you speak into this neuron, it'll come out of this neuron over here.
Yeah.
The Chinese are actually doing that. They've actually proved that works.
I never heard of that.
It's called quantum entanglement. Like it's a actual legit thing. It's called quantum entanglement because of that. Because when you split that neutron, what one side does, the other side does as well. So you could take it from one side of the galaxy to the next side of the galaxy, and they're still connected somehow.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that is sort of a thing with siblings.
Oh, like twins?
No, like siblings. Because there's times where, like, we'll be talking or whatever, and my brother and I are thinking the same thing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, like, later on in conversation, you're like, hey, like, you remember that? You remember when this was happening? You're like, yeah, dude, I was thinking this. And then you're like, I was thinking the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. It makes sense in my head.
I've heard that,
Yeah.
but with
Twins.
Yeah.
You guys do that though?
I don't think so.
No, I don't do that with my.
Or, like, have you seen those? I don't know if it's a TikTok or whatever, but they, like, they have siblings, and most of the times it is twins. Like, they're back to each other. And someone is saying, okay, hold up a certain amount of fingers. And like, say they're holding up 3 fingers, like both of them are holding 3. Or like with 2 hands, like, you know, sometimes they're holding up 7 or whatever. Like, it's crazy how, what are the odds that they actually are doing the same thing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And most of the times that's the case. Like, they are somehow connected to the point where they are on the same page.
They're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Do you believe in vibrations?
It's how everything exists.
What do you mean though?
Tesla.
Like,
So yeah, basically like Tesla, his theory was that everyone's got like a different vibration frequency.
Yeah.
And so like you ever like meet someone and you just like after you leave, like you don't get along with them and then you just feel drained, right? Right. So your guys' wavelengths didn't match, but he took all your energy, you know?
so
Does
like
that make sense?
he doesn't feel the same way.
Like yeah, I'm sure he thought you guys were getting along, but you in your head, you didn't tell him anything, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, but you just don't like him for whatever reason.
I get that feeling a lot.
Okay, so, but
I'm getting it right now.
He's the one that robs it.
yeah, you're the robber, you know. But do you get what I'm saying? So like you don't like this person. You go to a party, you meet someone new. Hey, how you doing? And you guys are talking, whatever. But for some reason, he just irks you. You just don't get along, you know.
Yeah, that's
and then,
happened to me.
And then you know, once you leave, you just feel drained. You're tired. You're not yourself. You don't feel like yourself.
Really?
I've never felt that, but
I
I felt
have.
like that immediately. Like, I don't like this person.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I've met
I
people
felt
like
that
that
too.
where like I just don't not that I didn't get along with them, but I just didn't like them, right?
Yeah, bro. Like
And then it's just
10 seconds and you know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like this person. And
Yeah.
I'll fight it.
and did they do you any wrong?
No.
Exactly. It's because your guys' wave frequency didn't match, you know. And then instead of like, so he was a taker, right? He took all your energy.
But there's people just like that. Like, how do you say in Spanish? Tienen la sangre pesada.
Yeah.
There's some people that are just like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know a couple of people like that.
Yeah.
You know,
And then there's people that on paper aren't really like that attractive, not physically, but just emotionally or the way they are. Like, you know, kind of rough around the edges, as they say. But like, you can kind of see right through them and be like, you know what? Like, this dude's actually, he's probably cool.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's happened to me too. Cause like, I don't know, like just someone that you think, oh, they're a jerk or whatever.
And they're
But
not.
you see right through it and you're like, you know what? I think there's something about him. I think he's all right.
Yeah, yeah.
see what I'm saying?
That's the point. Like, you know, like see that one, your frequencies match. You got along with him.
Yeah.
They
You know.
drain you? Who drained you?
Yeah, like you've never that's never happened to you.
Customers.
Yeah, customers or you never gone to a party, bro, and you're just like, you know, you're talking to someone and you're just like, you know, like
Or you have like that one wife's friend that you have to hang out because they're friends, but you don't get along with the husband.
yeah,
Stuff like that.
exactly. You know, and then like let's say for example, like you know, like the wife is just like you just get a weird feeling about her,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, like you leave and you're just like exhausted. You know, you're just not in a good mood, and you can't explain it, right? You know, like you let's say you didn't do anything that whole day, right? And then just because of that 2-hour interaction, you're just drained, You know, there has to be a reason. It's not just because he hung out with someone for 2 hours, but
Right.
maybe it is.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
But everything vibrates down to like the molecular level.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know,
Didn't he say if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, you have to think of everything in terms of vibrations and something else?
like magnetism.
Frequencies and vibrations.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys are frequencies were at the same.
Because I've hung out with people though that like they have this weird thing where they don't respect people. Like within the first 10 minutes, in their eyes, if they see that you don't have a title or aren't aspiring to something, like they'll just lose respect or something and like don't care for the conversation anymore. And I'm like, all right, bro, like I'm not here trying to like show off who I am, what I do. I genuinely want to get to know you as a person.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm not boasting. Like you're boasting. I don't care to boast.
Yeah.
And then like they just like lose interest and I'm just like, all right, cool story, bro. You guys never had anybody like that?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You definitely meet people like that.
I feel like that's like prejudice though.
Yeah.
Not like in your like situation.
Yeah.
But people that do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they don't know nothing about you and they already have an idea made up.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I can be interesting or
Right.
have a thing or two to say.
Life isn't just work, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
That is crazy though, thinking about that.
So
I hadn't thought about it that
Which
deeply.
one? we've gone
All
through
of it,
three,
dude.
three topics.
Yeah, that's crazy. The whole wavelength thing, I've experienced that, but I didn't know how to explain it.
Yeah, but
That's crazy.
do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like my mom was talking to me about that. That's why I brought it up. You know, and like basically, yeah, she was saying our energies just didn't match. You know, and like if it sounds kind of crazy, like saying it that way. You know, but it makes sense. You know, that's why it's, you know, frequencies and vibrations. You know,
What do the hippies say? That like your aura or whatever?
your aura,
Your
yeah,
vibes,
Your vibes. Yeah. Your
vibrations,
vibes aren't the
vibes,
vibes off.
vibrations.
Yeah.
You get what
you're
I'm
a
saying?
little too heavy right now, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then it's exactly. Like someone's heavy on your energy, you know, so you're basically carrying them.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Giselle asks, have you guys heard about the Gym Twins?
What's that?
The trend? The trend?
Gym Twins.
Let me look it up.
It says
Trend?
it's the Gym Twins.
It's called the trend twins. They
The
take trend.
Gym twins, the two identical twins separated and adopted two different families at birth. Both were named James, married and divorced, and women named Linda, remarried women named Betty, and each had a dog named Toy. They even both named their sons James Allen. They reunited at age 39.
That is so crazy.
Bro, this reminds me, the good thing that she brought this up. There's a documentary that used to be on Netflix. It was called damn, what was it called? But basically it was talking about how three twins, identical twins, got separated as birth, kind of like them. One went to New
Triplets,
Jersey, one went to Ohio, one went to Pennsylvania. No knowledge that they had siblings. When they finally found out and met up, they all found out that they drove the same car in high school. They all did wrestling. They all had the same girlfriend type, like blonde hair, blue eyes. Like they all married the same type of wife. Like it was crazy. So the question of the documentary was, is it nature or nurture?
Yeah.
Like what is it?
That's crazy.
See if you can find that documentary. Let me see if I can find it. But
I don't believe in that because my twins are 180 degrees from each other. Like Arya
There's
is
like three kinds of twins though. There's the ones that are like identical.
they're identical.
Yeah, but even in like
They're one fertilized egg that split into two. They're supposed to be one person. They're supposed to be. They have the same exact DNA. They have the same exact, like everything.
Let's
like,
clone them.
Yeah, they're literal
Let's
clones,
find
bro. They are literal clones. They are like freaks of nature.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
You know.
It is.
You
Well,
know.
my mind the other day is like how the mirror thing.
Yeah. So they're mirrors. Like if they face each other, they look identical. If they face like this, they look different. You get
And then
me?
one's
If they're-
right-handed and one's left-handed.
Yeah, like Melly is just like Alicia, you know, but Arya is me, bro. She is literally me. She is my twin.
Which one?
Arya, the oldest one.
That's the one I don't like.
Shut up.
that documentary is called Three Identical Strangers.
Three
Oh,
Identical
It's
Strangers.
it's
what is it
legit.
on?
I don't know where it's on.
So
but
they're triplets or they're
they're triplets.
oh, okay.
But the thing is that it takes a dark turn.
They separate them at birth, right? Is that the one? Yeah.
The
They
doctor,
marry wives with the same names. They name their dog the same name.
yeah. And it takes a dark turn because the doctor was doing this to a lot of triplets and twins on purpose.
No way.
And whatever data he compiled, he locked it away, and it can't be opened until like 2050 or something like that.
Just like
That's
JFK
insane.
files.
Yeah, but it's a legit documentary. Three identical strangers.
There's
wild.
got to be something behind it, dude.
Did he-
Because that's not a stroke of luck.
Yeah.
No, that's what the question was with that doctor: is it nature or is it nurture? Nurture, the way you're brought up, or nature, who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because both. This sounds stupid, but both are like big parts of your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So that was the experiment. One went to an affluent family, one went to a middle class, and one went to a poor family. But they all ended up liking the same things, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
So it kind of makes you think it's
Do you think
nature.
Do you think your life would have been different if you like grew up in an affluent family?
mine.
Yeah.
I would have been a piece of shit.
Yeah, probably. Same. I would have been self-entitled,
I could see Hiram being like the professional rich kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
wearing polos and
Like,
the shorts and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
He'd be the Mexican yay.
The Mexican
I'd be a
guy.
loser. I think I'd be a loser.
yeah, I was like, I got daddy
Yes,
money. What do I care?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy to think about though.
Do
Like,
you remember that movie about that came out like 3-4 years ago about the guy that had the fertility clinic and he ended up
oh yeah.
he ended up getting
seen
all these
that.
girls pregnant with his own sperm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that movie?
Bro, watch it. You
They'd
gotta
go-
watch it. There's like literally 100 of them.
Because they would come to him
No,
because they would.
it's like thousands.
Dude, because he basically monopolied a whole town.
No, it was more than a town. It was like a whole county, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant.
There. You gotta push it in. I don't know. Maybe you have to get
Oh.
a new thing.
Oh no, this came off right here for some reason.
Oh.
But yeah, dude, like this guy, he owned like a sperm bank. Have you seen it? Hiram?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
sperm
I
read
bank.
about
He
it.
was
Oh, he was the doctor at the sperm bank, or something. He was
Yeah.
like in charge of fertilizing
So
you know,
he-
the women that went in there.
So his thing was like, if you can't, let's say you and your wife can't procreate or whatever,
Yeah.
you would go and give him your sperm, and he would do some type of thing to make it fertile for the woman, and then the woman would go in 2-3 weeks later, and he'd inject your sperm into her.
No. He would He would inject his own sperm, thinking that it was your sperm.
Yeah.
So, like, say you have problems or whatever, right? And you can't get your girl pregnant. You go visit this guy. All of a sudden, she gets pregnant. Well, yeah, because he just fertilized her with his egg.
Essentially, when she was like on the table with like her legs spread, he'd be like, "Okay, I'll be back in a second." Go to his office, fap, put it in,
Get his sperm.
Get his
and go. Yep.
You haven't
Inject
seen
it.
that movie?
Bro, you got to watch it.
Oh,
It's
it was
so
a documentary.
Why is my baby Chinese?
Dr. Klein.
No, but it turned out
Dr. Klein.
it turned out that this dude had
Or clone.
a host of genetic
Clone.
Klein.
diseases,
Klein.
right? He had a whole bunch of
Yeah.
diseases that these all people suffer from,
Yeah.
like deteriorating discs,
Yeah,
joints and
they
stuff
all
like
did
that.
a 23andMe, and it's like a whole county, bro. Out in like Tennessee or something.
Yeah, dude.
Right? It was like Tennessee.
It's crazy because they get a whole bunch of them together.
And they all
Like,
look-
and dude, they all look alike. Like you could tell that these guys are related.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And they went back and asked that guy, right? And he was like,
He offed
He didn't
himself.
want nothing to do.
Yeah,
he
he
didn't want
offed
nothing
himself.
to do about it. Yeah, like it went to trial and everything like that.
he's like, well, I
94
found out.
kids.
yeah,
94 kids, Giselle says.
94 kids.
That's crazy.
What is that dude in Africa that has like 100 and some right now? And he's like, no more.
Really?
Yeah, but it's
Never heard
different
about
wives.
Really?
Yeah.
Stud.
He's like, no more, no more.
Semental.
I got so I was on Reddit the other day, and it was basically an article about this guy. Here, let me see. And it was basically that, you know what datura is, right?
Datura?
Yeah. Do you know what datura is, Idam?
Isn't it like a substance or a?
It's
a
a
type of-
it's a hallucinogen. It's like one of the hardest
hallucinant
ones,
or
and it no one ever gets like a good high off of it, basically. So this guy was like microdosing on datura. Yeah, can you show it? He was microdosing on datura, and he literally
I read
gave
this
himself
story.
he gave himself schizophrenia, bro. Like he literally like gave
What?
himself a mental disease because of this.
According to the article, it was delayed. It hit him like because he was saying that he was microdosing himself, and he never got a reaction.
Yeah.
Until later, it seems like it hit him all at one time.
Yeah.
And so that's when, he basically was losing his mind.
Yeah. But I think it's crazy that like he literally gave himself like a mental illness.
Don't you think he was already kind of predisposed to that? Because I've heard of people like smoking weed and they get schizophrenic.
If they're predisposed, right?
Yeah. Maybe. But dude, Datura is like literally like one of the like
I never heard of that. I don't know
hardest
what that
ones.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the one that Rogan is always talking about?
DMT.
So it's like 3-4 times like look, let me look it up.
Because DMT comes from mushrooms, right? Or is that psilocybin?
You have DMT in you right now.
But it's triggered with the mushrooms, isn't it?
No, you have to trigger it through an enzyme or something. I don't know.
So yeah, it's this plant right here. But it's like, bro, it's like super harsh, like hallucinogen.
Isn't it crazy how this stuff is just among us in nature?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have DMT in you right now in your brain.
Yeah. That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
When you die, when you get...
It's in everything.
Oh yeah, they say that. Like that's why when you die, you kind of still are alive,
You can put it back.
right?
You relive your life, and that's like the DMT.
Yeah, like that's why they say my life flashes before my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, from what I've seen is that like people get that light flashing before your eyes because, basically it's like your brain trying to survive, so it's looking for like solutions to whatever you're facing.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I read like a couple of years ago. So yeah, it's basically like obviously you want to survive, like it's human instinct, right? So that's why you quote unquote get those flashes because your brain is trying to find a solution to the problem.
Wow. If I ever experience this, I'll let you know.
Yeah, just
what
let me
it was
know.
like later on.
Let me know in heaven. But I can't hear you.
I'm all, no, that's just interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure he might have been predisposed or whatever. But it's kind of crazy how like that stuff can like trigger that in your own human brain when there might have not been any signs of it in the past.
Right.
Edom wanted to talk to you about Antarctica, Kevin.
Oh, listen to that podcast. The one you told me. Yeah.
Kevin's journey to Antarctica?
Antarctica, let's go.
Argentina? What
You gonna join me on the journey or what?
Let's go.
I'm down.
We have a friend that his suegro has been there, I think, a couple times.
How? Like, is he a scientist?
I don't know what he is. He's
Government.
a smart dude, yeah.
Contractor, probably.
I don't know what he. I really don't know what he does, but I know he's been there.
Okay.
In Antarctica?
Yeah.
But there's levels to it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
There was a person that TikToked like how, for example, how the living quarters are in Antarctica, and like she was going around showing how everything is, but literally like someone paused it, and behind her on the wall of the hallway, there's a poster talking about dark matter and the studies they're doing in Antarctica about dark matter. So like dark matter is like, how do I explain it? It's the dark matter of the universe, like
black holes?
like black holes and stuff like that. Like they're trying to study that down there, supposedly.
Well, isn't it the matter that makes up all the matter in between, like the space in between, right, or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah, something like that.
And then aren't they studying neutrinos down there? Those are those particles that go through everything.
Yeah, also that.
But you got to bury really deep in order to like collect them, because you can't have any interference with anything else.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never read up on that stuff.
bro, it goes deep. Antarctica goes deep. So it's like, is it real or is it not real? There's a lot of stuff that it could be crazy, just people trying to make money. But then there are stuff that is real, and it's like we will never get the full story. But the thing that is weird is like after about that Admiral Byrd, right?
Yeah.
After Admiral Byrd went down there, immediately when he came back to the U.S., they made a treaty saying that only 7 nations have territory claim to Antarctica.
And Raytheon and the Rothschild Foundation.
Yeah, the Raytheon and Rothschild Foundation. And after that, nobody else.
But you could still go, like you as a civilian can go.
Yeah, but you have to pay a lot of money, and you could only go to like a civilian living quarters. You can't go to where all the
Like military
scientists.
bases, obviously, right?
Yeah. because there is military bases down there, and there's a lot of stuff down there. But there's also like scientists that are going down there to work. Obviously, people, environmentalists trying to study like the receding ice caps. People who like animals are studying the penguins and the seals. And then there's just normal humans that want to go down there and experience it, but you have to pay a lot of money to go down there.
What I think is crazy is why did people in like the 1500s have maps of Antarctica and they mapped out the coastline like, almost to the T?
Right.
Because we could see that now, but how did these guys figure that out back then?
And then within the maps, they would draw tropical trees.
Yeah.
On them.
I don't know those.
Yeah, and
those maps they have tropical trees.
Yeah, it's a map made by a Turkish navigator.
There's several ones, right?
Yeah, there's several ones, but the most famous one was made by a Turkish navigator, and he compiled all the maps that were made from history onto one map, and it had the coastline of Antarctica, which at the time was not known.
It was covered in ice back then.
It was covered in ice, but this guy has the actual like coastline on it. You could look it up if you want to.
What's his name?
It's a Turkish Antarctica map 1500s you could write. But
that whole story with Admiral Byrd is crazy too. Because what did he say? He went there and he
saw flying saucers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came back.
And then he came back with a fleet of people and they like battled it out, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, so he went on a expedition. An expedition.
Yeah.
And he said he saw some flying saucers, and so on his way back, he stopped in Chile and told them that he saw flying saucers. He told the newspaper, and like got like a whole military force and went down there, and like you said, they battled it out.
With, though? Was he with the Nazis or who was he with?
No, he was with the U.S. Is it? Yeah, I think so.
But this is all connected right here.
Or they probably didn't have that much paper.
I mean, Argentina's pretty close, so it might have been connected at some point, right?
Right.
Brazil. Look at that. What is that, a bull? Like a leopard right here.
Yeah, and then like in Antarctica, there's like some stuff there too.
Here, I can zoom in.
You see, there's animals down there. Oh, no. Yeah, right there. And that was in the 1500s. And when was it officially discovered?
There's
Antarctica?
a snake right here.
It wasn't until way later.
Yeah.
And then you couldn't see the coastline because it was covered in ice.
Right. And supposedly in that podcast with Billy Carson, didn't he say that his kids found a diary? Isn't that what he said, or was that another podcast I'm thinking about?
I'm like halfway through it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Antarctica has a lot going on to it. The thing is, why the Nazis were kind of like the first ones to build a base down there.
New Schwabenland.
Like, why?
Who? Oh, sorry.
New Schwabenland? Like, there's actually a military patch on it. Like, the Nazis created a military patch for it.
Oh.
Like, it was a submarine base.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. There's something going on down there. Nobody knows. They're obviously not going to tell us. You could go visit if you want, but you're not going to go see what the scientist side, the scientific side, the military side.
Right.
Supposedly the military is testing advanced equipment down there, but we don't really know. We just know what, like, little things that come out.
Yeah. I'm going to add it here. Hillary Clinton trying to drone Assange and other CIA assassinations.
Yeah, did you see that one where it's like a video recording or a voice recording where she says, "Can't we just drone that guy?"
No.
She's trying to take out Assange.
I didn't see that one.
Don't you think they're going to kill him?
Yeah. Or is he already dead?
I don't know.
Because there was a time, wasn't there like a 2 year period where he wasn't coming up on the anywhere? And then he finally showed up, but he kind of looked like a little like sick or kind of like not the same.
Super sick, no?
Yeah.
So
He's
who's this person you
incarcerated
guys are talking about?
Since
Julian
April
Assange?
2019.
He basically exposed how the CIA was just like killing civilians, and then he released that video where they're killing what was it?
The
Journalists.
Journalists. Yeah.
Like they know they're journalists and they still just open fire on them and kill them.
Yeah, in Iraq.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so he released that video, which was a classified video, I think.
Yeah.
And so they were going after him for releasing classified information.
So he was doing journalist work basically, but the thing is that they didn't like that he was exposing their truths, which is evil things that they were doing, which in reality they were doing evil things.
Yeah.
Because what is it that they say that the history is written by the victors?
Yeah.
We don't know the stuff we did during World War II. We know the nasty thing Nazis did and the Japanese did. We don't know what we did.
Yeah.
We talk about They do. Yeah. But we talk about like the atomic bomb, like it was the greatest thing ever. But look how it affected the Japanese people. Like after that.
Well, the Germans basically created it.
Yeah, kind of.
Oppenheimer.
Their scientists created it, but it turned out that they weren't as far as we thought they were when they were creating it. They were still like a couple years behind. But going back to like the Julian Assange thing, the U.S. it was painting a good picture about the war, and then this guy reveals the nasty,
how dirty they were playing,
how dirty we were playing, and they didn't like that. So then they were trying. Wasn't he in the Ecuador embassy? Yeah.
No, he's in a British jail right now.
Oh, he's in jail.
According to Google.
Yeah, they're trying to transfer him right now. Like they're trying to work out the deal, and I think we were saying like absolutely not. We're not going to guarantee we won't execute him. And I think up until recently, they're like, okay, maybe we won't execute him. But it's going to be like the Boeing guy, you know?
Yeah.
The who? The Boeing guy, the guy that's testifying against Boeing.
Oh,
that he happened to.
And he actually says like, if anything happens to me, I didn't kill myself. And then the second day of testimony, he kills himself in his truck.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Edward Snowden. That's why he went to Russia.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to make it look like he was going to be a suicide.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that?
Snowden?
Yeah.
I mean, it's eye opening, but it's something that they had already talked about.
I think he gave up a lot to expose that.
Yeah, but like you know how back in the day it was like, oh, like put tape over your camera and stuff. It's true though. Like you really, people were probably being like quote unquote paranoid, but Snowden proved that it wasn't being paranoid.
So do you think he is a traitor?
No, why would he be a traitor?
That he's painted as a traitor.
By who?
By the
government.
government.
The people that are spying on you.
Yeah, but the CIA is the most rogue freaking, like CIA and FBI are the most rogue freaking federal government agencies that do whatever
KGB would like some words.
Yeah, but no, like in the United States,
the same now.
Like they do whatever they want, don't they?
Yeah, but so does every other. Mossad, KGB, they kind of do whatever they want. It's a game they play.
That's true.
It's a crazy game they play. Have you guys ever watched that show, The Americans?
The Americans, though.
It came out on FX. It's good. It follows like two Russian spies that are living in the U.S. and they're married with kids, but living in the U.S. in the mid '80s, and they're KGB agents, and they're tasked to find secrets and get secrets. Sleeper cells, yeah, they're definitely sleeper cells, and it's a really good show. Like it talks about stuff like that. How they're like the KGB's bad, and they're like, yeah, but the CIA is doing just as bad. Like,
that's the big conspiracy right now with all the people crossing the border, right? The 8 million people across the border. There's many sleeper cells without that.
Oh, yeah.
And that if we don't follow suit and go to war with Iran, they're going to do some shit to make us go to war with Iran.
We're already going to war with Iran.
Yeah, because they want to make their money. What is it? The military-industrial complex?
BlackRock, Raytheon, all those guys.
Raytheon, yeah. Northrop, they want to make their money.
Eisenhower warned us.
Yeah. Did you guys know that?
Mm-hmm.
Like during his speech,
yeah,
he's like,
I did listen to that a couple of days ago.
Yeah, that's wild. But yeah, no, just a lot of people paint Snowden as a traitor, and it's like, no, I don't think so.
Wouldn't you want to know that?
Yeah, exactly. We wanted to know that. Yeah. They're spying on us.
Ever since the Patriot Act, I feel like it's all gone downhill. And isn't that a few days ago I read that they're trying to do something about the internet and control the traffic or something on the internet.
No, they want you to like. So that's why they're going so hard against like Elon and stuff, because like the way people get their news source is now through like TikTok or Twitter, when before it was like whatever was on TV, whatever they fed you.
Yeah.
Like those retards that watch MSNBC. Well, anything, like if you just follow mainstream media, anyone, Fox, CNN, MSNBC, like
I think you should take it all as like a grain of salt. Like
but they all have a narrative.
They all do. Exactly. Even the people on TikTok or Twitter and stuff.
Well,
like not all of it's true either.
Theory one owner owns everything.
Yeah.
There's theory.
Have you seen that one clip where it's showing like all the different newscast agencies saying the exact same thing, word for word.
Yeah.
No way.
That's
No.
wild.
It's
Yeah.
wild, yeah.
I
And it's
haven't
like
seen that.
across the country, like Fox, CNN, MSNBC,
In
all
different
of
cities and stuff.
different cities, all of them like saying word for word the exact same thing.
And like at
They
the
all
end
got
of
the script.
at the end of the video, it's like 300 like videos within the same
Yeah.
screen, and they're all saying the same thing.
No way.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That's actually insane.
Yeah.
That's
That's why.
surprising though.
No.
No, it's not. You know,
But if you control the narrative, you control the people.
yeah, they controlled us during COVID. You know, and then the people who
You
were
guys that got the shot.
yeah, and then the people who were against it, they looked crazy, right? They were anti-vaxxers, right?
Yeah.
You guys are pieces of crap.
Oh yeah,
Bro, and that's crazy.
They
Now-
I got threatened to lose my job, and I was gonna die on that hill.
They don't look too crazy now. They look like they were right.
Bro, like even with our kids, like they wanted to give my son the COVID vaccine, and I'm like, no, and they're like, oh, you're an anti-vaxxer,
Is it true?
and
that
I'm like, he's getting all the other vaccines, and I don't want this one. I'm an
is it true they
anti-vaxxer.
vaccinate them hours after birth? Is that true?
No,
No, it was
it was
like
like
it was a
month
couple.
3.
Yeah,
Okay.
some they might, I think, but no.
Because I think it was Andrew Schultz who was talking about like hours after his baby's birth. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna
Oh
give
no,
him hepatitis.
it was that Italian guy,
Italian.
from comedian.
Yeah.
He always talks about his dad.
Oh yeah, I know the white dude.
Yeah,
That's married to the Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
What's his name? I forgot his name. He's friends with Rogan.
I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, I remember he was talking about that they were trying to take away his baby and like give her or him
Yeah.
vaccines like hours after.
That's
she
what I was like. I
born.
found that crazy. I was like, hours after birth, they're giving the baby shots. Like,
Yeah.
what?
no. The only thing they did with me was because Lottie, she developed diabetes during pregnancy, just for pregnancy, and they
No, diabetes was contagious.
yeah,
I'm fucking with you, Kevin.
I'm like, damn. No, so they
Got him. Where's the emotional damage?
Emotional damage.
but they pricked his foot and made him bleed, and they just did the check and everything to make sure he didn't have diabetes.
Okay.
But that's weird. That was the first time I ever heard about that. Like during pregnancy, girls could get
I thought that was
diabetes
pretty common.
Yeah,
right?
high blood pressure.
or high blood pressure. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they can die from that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So you guys all been waiting for?
Crazy, baby.
You guys are all about this.
I think Daniel is. Daniel has like this.
I'm
over it.
He has this weird obsession with Drake.
That was so last week.
back on.
Yeah, Daniel has like the biggest man crush on Drake.
Do you?
Hell yeah.
Why? Ever
Why
since
wouldn't I?
he saw that picture, he's just been googling.
That explains
It
everything.
wasn't a picture, it was a video, sir.
Oh yeah, you would know.
I watched it.
It's like that kid that finds the wobbly sausage.
That's how it was, bro.
And the dad is just
Thanos
sitting there
Almighty.
cracking up.
For reals.
Yeah, bro. But this week it was different because it was Rick Ross that came in to join the party.
I think
But
it's-
if it wasn't for that, he wouldn't be relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick Ross is, dude. Like
He's washed.
like Drake said, bro. He's almost 50. It's
Yeah.
like, you know. And,
Why is he
Pick the
getting in on it?
Wingstop, homie.
and
Yeah.
I listened to Rick Ross's diss though.
Port of Miami's fire.
It actually wasn't bad. It had he wasn't like on tune for a couple bars, but his bars were strong.
Which album?
No,
Rick
he
Ross's diss.
He like
Oh, I didn't listen to that one.
Yeah, it was called Champagne Dreams or something like that.
Oh.
So
But
he was dissing Drake.
yeah, he was dissing Drake. Yeah, and I'm like neutral. Like I do lean towards Drake,
Yeah.
but like I'm neutral. Like I loved Kendrick Lamar's bars. Rick Ross was all right, but dude, it's like it's at a point where it doesn't matter what they say. Like Drake kind of put him to bed, like
Yeah.
line by line. You know,
Well, it's like one of
Line
those.
them up.
It's one of those things
No,
that
dude.
if they know that they are attacking him, they'll become relevant again. Like,
oh
That-
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
It's
they-
not like he's taking food out of their mouths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they were saying. That's why K-Dot dropped that disc because he's got an album coming out next month.
right. Yeah.
Kendrick does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when Kendrick drops his album, then everybody's gonna be praising Kendrick again. But
I don't know.
then
His last album was kind of.
it'll be old news
Yeah,
again.
Big Steppers was trash.
Oh, trash. Big trash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big trash.
dude. And I'm like, I love Kendrick. Like,
Yeah, I'm a fan of his too.
good kid, Mad City. You know, I didn't like Butterfly, but dude, I had damn, like, no skips for me. No skips on either one of those two.
That's why this whole beef kind of caught me off guard because it was so out of left field. Like I didn't even know these dudes were beefing.
Yeah.
I thought that
I thought they were gonna make an album together.
dude, Drake literally has an album with Future.
Yeah.
He's done work with Kendrick and J. Cole since the early 2010s.
But Kendrick and Future and Weeknd are biting the hand that fed them, bro. You know, like 40 discovered Weeknd. Kendrick, like when he first came out, Drake put him out on his tour, so like to open for him,
Yeah.
to put him on the map.
They did go on tour together.
You know, and that's with, I think, J. Cole and some other guys. Yeah, and ASAP was on that tour when he was first popping off too. Like Drake put him on that tour.
That tour, the FN Problems.
I don't remember which one.
It was ASAP Rocky, Kendrick. They were opening up for Drake.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're biting the hand that fed them, you know. Who Weeknd, Kendrick, who
But
else?
it goes to their head.
And
It goes to their head, though.
Just like the game with 50 Cent.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Good example
Yeah.
right there.
Like
Like, it
it
just-
just 50 Cent said it's all fake beef anyways. It's all
Yeah.
fake.
I don't think
bro.
it's fake beef because he said you think this is new, but it's been in the pot brewing up in his lyrics. So they've been subliminally like
Who
talking about each
shot
other.
fires first?
Probably either one of them. Like on Kendrick's side, Kendrick had on a song Control, I think, that he was on, he had thrown shots, and then like a week or two later, Drake seen him in New York, and he was like, "Oh no, it's all love, you know, we're homies," and that's why he said in this verse, like, oh man, I gotta pull it up. Let me pull it up. Real
Who
quick.
said what? Drake said something?
So Drake Drake asked Kendrick, like, "Hey, what's up? You know, you dropped that diss on me. You know, this was like 10, 12 years ago." And then like Kendrick's like, "Oh no, it's all love. You know, we're still homies, whatever." And that's why in this diss, let me pull it up.
Well, yeah, because when you're face to face, isn't Kendrick like a tiny little dude?
Yeah, he's like 5'7".
Yeah, he's a little guy.
And then Drake's what, 6'4"?
Nah.
I don't know how big he is. How big is he?
Like 6'1".
Okay.
Yeah. He's a big dude compared to Kendrick.
Yeah.
And I don't even think Kendrick's 5'7". I think he's smaller than that.
He puts
5'4"?
pipe squeak, pipe down. Anyone ever call you a pipe squeak?
Pipsqueak?
Pip squeak, yeah.
Pipe squeak.
Marco's never in his life been called a pipsqueak.
Never. Till I get naked.
So what was all that about Kendrick's wife? She cheated on him with his girlfriend or what?
I don't know what that's about.
But the best diss song ever, Hit 'Em Up. You can't
Yeah.
top that.
can't,
Nobody's
bro.
ever topped that
It's,
diss.
smashed
it's
the
so
wife.
direct. It's
Yeah.
it's in your face. It's like
This is
dude,
direct
I'm with
too.
you.
And then when his daughter looks like Tupac,
But this is direct too. This is
Yeah,
direct.
no, Drake's diss was direct.
That's
not,
it.
not
Dude,
as direct as Hit 'Em Up.
No, he's calling him out on track.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, Biggie, you used to sleep on the couch. Now you all about Versace. You copy my style. Bars, dude.
It opens up fire and it doesn't let up the whole time.
Even the end, the end of the song, he's
Like, did you hear the
Telling
interview where
them.
they were talking about, like, damn, that hurt? Like, they never really recuperated from that.
yeah. I haven't
why
seen
Diddy
it,
killed
but
him.
it's true. I think he did too.
Yeah. He had some involvement.
Yeah, like he just sent these hit guys to go take care of it, but those guys didn't go on their own.
I'm trying to find it. Sorry.
They don't even have to be part of like Diddy's crew. It's just one of the people that want to make them name themselves or in the crew and they want to be known or be cool with him. They would do whatever. So yeah, I guess it's posse, right?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me to kill rappers though because nobody remembers you. I don't remember who killed Nipsey.
Yeah,
I don't remember who killed Pop Smoke. I don't remember who killed
Temptation guy?
Young Dolph. Like I don't remember anybody who kills a rapper. You know who does get remembered? The little old lady that killed Selena.
He's about to get out of jail.
Yeah, she is about to get. Isn't it crazy? Out of everybody,
Yeah. Yolanda, what was her name? Was it Yolanda?
see, even by name.
We know her.
Oh, yeah.
But it's true though, bro. She's honestly better inside the pen than out here. You know that there's some crazy fans that might take justice into their own hands.
Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. That's what he had said.
So they were.
So yeah,
chopping it up.
so basically, what the point was like Kendrick had dropped that verse in Control, and he was dissing Drake, right? And then he had seen him at a concert, I think, in New York, like a couple weeks later, and Drake asked him about it, and it's like, oh no, we're still homies, you know. It's just like I think he had said that Kendrick had said that what was it, that it was like a competitive sport, right? You know, and that's why he said backstage it was friend zone. You know, what did he say? Backstage in my city it was friend zone.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah, dude. I think it goes deep.
yeah,
Well,
they've been throwing
I-
shots at each other for a minute.
Yeah, but it's like nobody's gonna get shot over this. You know
No,
what I'm
heck
saying?
no. But
Back then,
I-
it was like they were shooting. Biggie was getting shot.
Yeah.
Pac was getting shot.
Yeah.
Like these guys were for reals. These guys are.
It's entertainment. It's
Yeah,
basically what
dude.
it
These
is.
guys are. These
I
are-
feel like this is reviving like hip hop though. Like, dude,
It's
we've been
entertaining
getting
for sure.
we've been getting some trash music for a long time.
Mm.
You know,
it
like the
has been
mumble
entertaining.
mumble rap, the 2017 kids, the SoundCloud. You know, it's all trash. It really is, bro.
So are you saying this is the hardest? What do we rate out the hardest song of the year, or if not?
Bro, this is literally like
2 years?
one of the hardest songs I heard in a while.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have the time for it, so I really haven't looked into it. If I did, I'd probably be more. And is it me or is it Drake that always like goes after the guys' girls? Like he always mentions their names.
No, not really.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't
yeah,
Kiki?
Yeah.
And then now with
Yeah, I guess
Kendrick
you do.
Lamar's girl?
Yeah, I
Like,
can't.
you got to hit them where it hurts.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not, to me, that's not manly. Like,
No.
go after him.
No, I bet you smashing them, bro.
Nah, bro. If we're beefing, I'm going at your girl too. Everybody's got a
Family,
target on their
mama,
head.
everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody could get it.
because I expect the same. Like, come from my head.
That's true. You gonna hit them where it hurts?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, if you're beefing, I guess.
Right. But I don't know. It just seems fabricated. To me, it seems fabricated.
Ooh, you just got called out.
Who? What did I say?
No, you ain't.
Huh?
No, you ain't, little boy.
No, you ain't.
The boss has spoken.
What did I say? Oh,
You're not going after Travis.
well, thanks, babe. Now these guys are all gonna have diss tracks against me.
I'm put here one rapper you listen to that no one else does that goes hard.
Oh, like I listened to this guy, Jay Royale. I thought this album went hard.
I heard the stuff that you sent me. He's
Yeah,
pretty good.
that whole album was good. Or Lee Royce. I really
Who's
like
that?
that guy. He's
Lee-
like really chill,
I heard.
chill rap kind of vibes.
What about you, Mito?
I honestly haven't really. I don't really listen to rap. If I do, it just goes back to Kanye, and that's pretty much. I listen
What are
to
you
like,
listening to?
Country.
You listening to country music?
Love country right now. Yeah,
I've liked
Zach Bryan.
recent country.
Zach Bryan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Reese.
shit right now. Zach Bryan, Morgan Wallen.
Mainstream, right?
Yeah, but
Somebody that's
yeah,
not mainstream that you listen to.
probably like electronic artists that's in my playlist that go hard, but I don't really
Like
remember their
who?
names. I can't. I just my gym or whatever. I have in my headphones. I don't even listen. Just know the song, and just.
Okay.
But artists that I listen to, no one knows.
I listen
don't
to.
know.
And this has been years now. I used to start listening to this dude like 2015, 16, but he's still not mainstream. He's big time like in the Bay Area. Larry June.
Larry June, I don't know.
Yeah,
What is
Larry
that, like
June.
R&B?
No rap.
That's rap. Oh,
Yeah.
never heard of him.
Yeah, dude. He's big time. Like he's from San Francisco, but I've been listening to his music since like 2015, 16. And we're in 2024. So yeah, it's been like
10 years.
Yeah, almost. But he's not mainstream at all. Like, but if he comes to Denver, like he has a sold out show. So
I only
like,
listen to
if you have a
mainstream
good
music.
following,
Yeah.
you'll be all right in a foreign city.
You only do what?
I only listen to mainstream music.
Yeah, same.
I can't really dive that deep.
Like, I'm books and podcasts, and I can't dive deep. The only one I've heard about recently is the Mexican OT. Like, just because
Now he's mainstream
now too.
yeah, just because of TikTok.
Yeah,
and that was it.
To be honest, I'm not like the same how I used to be as far as music, because if I heard one song that I thought was all right, like I dive into their discography.
Yep, that's
Now it's like, oh, if I hear something, oh, that was dope, and I move on. Like I don't know, but I used to be big time into looking for like a new artist. I know like a lot of R&B ones that are still
You've discovered them all.
yeah, but like not
there's too
anymore,
many,
dude.
there's too
Like
many.
now if you put on an artist that I haven't heard of, I'm like, oh, I haven't heard of them.
I remember going on SoundCloud and just like finding new underground
Yeah.
rappers. You're like, oh man, this guy's cool.
That was an era.
Yeah.
That was an era for sure. That was
Is
a good
that
era
still
of
around?
music.
Yeah. I
SoundCloud,
don't know.
I'm not too sure.
I haven't gone out. Did you guys ever get on Dat Piff? Listen to people's mixtapes?
Dat Piff.
Dat Piff.
I know what website, but yeah, if I had to look for something, I would just either SoundCloud it or YouTube it. Someone's mic went out.
Yeah.
I muted us and then it got all weird.
Oh,
Y'all weirdos.
Weirdos. I think that's why I stick to Kanye, because I mean, that's like the last artist I fully delved into. That's why I just stick to him. Like I'll listen to his stuff, but as far as like critiquing it or anything, like nah, I don't know. Don't have like the last album I listened to thoroughly was like where I was like into it and like liked it was Kids See Ghosts. No, the one before that, Life of Pablo.
T-Lop.
T-Lop, yeah, and that was it.
Yeah, that was kind of a flop for me.
T-Lop?
Yeah.
Really?
If I listen to it now, I'll be like, yeah, no, this has got some good tracks, but I mean, like comparing the old stuff to Kanye to that at that
Right.
time, because it was so hyped, bro.
Yeah.
That T-Lop album was so hyped,
Yeah.
and it didn't live up to expectations.
See, that's why I've liked him, because he doesn't stick to his each album's different, starting from Late Registration. Like each album's different. It's not the same
Has
thing.
a different sound.
A different sound, and I could respect that. And it's actually kind of entertaining in a bit. So, yeah.
Do you guys want to talk about the point I was trying to make last week?
About which one?
Yeah.
No, I don't have enough energy. I don't have another
What
argument.
he called you about?
Huh?
What he called you
Dude,
about?
okay,
Oh.
you're getting me started now. This guy said that. What was it? He says that Kanye has been more influential after his mother's
More
death.
impactful.
More impactful.
100%.
Oh my God! Another
100%.
Okay, Late Registration, Graduation.
They were very influential. Okay, so 808s and Heartbreaks came about after because his mother died and his fiance let him go. That influenced a whole decade of music.
It's 15 years, bro.
We don't get
We
Dra-
still listen to that music.
we don't get Drake out of it. We don't get a Little Pump. All these new rappers that went mainstream, XXXTentacion. We don't get none of that without 808s and Heartbreaks. If you talk to all of them, they say that that's their inspiration. And then you go to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That made people try to put a little more production into their music. And then you go to Watch the Throne with Jay-Z. Like, bro, that was very influential, that whole album. And then you go to Yeezus, which is very bare bones. And then after that, everybody was trying to do bare bones. And then you go to T-Lop, and it kind of starts winding down there.
Yeah.
But he's pretty influential. His first albums were also influential.
Bro, first
I
three
th-
albums
First
did not
album's
top
the greatest.
anything after
The
that.
rest after
My
that
point.
fall off.
My point is that you guys put on a pedestal. The first three,
Yeah.
they're great, bro.
Yeah.
They are great. They're like, don't get me wrong. Like,
They're on a
I'll
pedestal because they
I'll
deserve
listen.
to be.
I'll listen to him any day of the week. But everything else that he did after his mother's death was stuff that we still listen to today.
Yeah.
Drake.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like everyone that's big right now. Lupe Fiasco,
Mark
bro.
on this one.
Like,
Nah, bro.
and
So lyrically, musically, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, with all of Kanye's fans, you could go to the Reddit, you could go to the boards. It's unanimously his number one album.
Oh my
Dude,
God!
I listen to the album once a week.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of rap. not just Kanye.
Marco, you should watch My Beautiful Dark Twisted Nightmares documentary and the amount of production he put into that album.
Because
bro.
it's music. It's music.
It's beautiful, dude.
Like,
It really is. It's a
he's-
work of art.
But like
he's a rap.
You're trying to come at me as if I'm not a fan of that.
No, I'm just saying that you have the first 3 albums on a pedestal.
You're not.
When reality
You're
is
just
better.
kidding.
When his better work was after that, after his mother's death.
It's all subjective.
It's
Yeah,
not-
bro, it is subjective, but
Well, it was
dude,
better.
like you want to talk influential. The first 3 albums
was already
are
influential.
way more influential.
No, it's not.
Because the first 3
they're-
albums, everybody was listening to. Old people were listening to them.
Yeah,
Like I remember a teacher
I-
showed me The Graduation. Like he was like, "Have you heard this?" And I was like, "Man, you listen
Bro,
to Kanye?"
like I said, I was walking around in middle school and kids were wearing polos and backpacks.
I understand.
Double
that.
polos, bro. Double.
Yeah,
polos.
dude, and pink polos.
I understand that.
Like,
But
no, you don't understand because your argument is so bland.
it's not bland, bro, because it's influencing the music that we listen to now, 15 years later. That's the point. It's not about like what kids were wearing that day. That was just a fad. He started a fad. It's about like what he made, bro. Like it's everything that's going on right now.
Bro, kids
He's 15 years ahead of time, bro. Maybe even 20 years.
kids today are listening to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, 808s and Heartbreaks, and Yeezus. Like kids nowadays.
I don't know
that's
because I
all they're
see the
listening
schools
to.
and I see kids wearing Tupac and Biggie. So, like,
But
literally,
they-
the kids. I'm like, "Have you heard this?" And they're like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
see anybody wearing Kanye.
No, like
Kanye's not dead.
Because
It's
if you do,
controversial.
yeah,
Because he's not
controversial.
dead. That's why.
Yet.
Yeah. Bro, like that's what I'm saying.
bro, he sold his soul to the devil, and that's where they took his mom, basically. That was a theory.
That's a hell of a theory, Kev.
And that's when he got better.
So you guys only like him after the Satan worship?
Oh no.
That's what I. That's what they're
Just
saying.
clarify.
No,
That's
look,
what they're
the
saying. Satan lovers only love him after the
Yes.
Satan
That's
worship.
what they're saying.
That's what it.
completely-
No, look.
And the hip hop fans and the rap fans
My
like him for his
my favorite album is Graduation, because my favorite song is
just said-
is Homecoming. Is Homecoming. I love that song. Like that's my number one song.
But you just said
He just said that
It's
for
in
the
more-
Kanye
my
lovers,
favorite-
It's unanimous.
yeah.
yes.
Impactful.
What's
best-
unanimous
so-
and the best one?
The best is My Beautiful Dark Twisted
Okay.
Fantasy. My favorite is Graduation, but the best is My Beautiful Dark
So
Twisted
you
Fantasy.
just proved me and Marco correct. Your favorite is Graduation. It's on a pedestal for you too.
But My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is above that.
Make up
What's
your
your
mind,
favorite?
Kevin. Make up your mind.
Wait, which one is your favorite?
Both.
No.
Oh my God, he's contradicting himself.
Shall we?
Nah, because like, bro, I don't know. Are you guys into like YouTube reacts?
No.
Oh,
I know. No, but I'll watch him.
so I've watched reactions of all of like Kanye's albums of like people reacting to it. And a lot of people they like the earlier stuff. They do. But all of them always agree that My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, they put that almost at the same as pedestal as Purple Rain in their youth. Purple Rain and Thriller. No, what was that? Michael Jackson's album?
Thriller.
Was it Thriller? Yeah.
Yeah.
They put it to that. They liken it to those albums.
Well, everybody's entitled to their opinion. No, they're wrong.
Even though if
Yeah.
it's wrong.
Yeah.
That's right.
But like that was the point, you know,
Yeah.
that they're everyone like not that they're copying, but it inspired like 2 generations basically.
Bro, he was at Disneyland. Did you guys see that this
Was he?
week? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
And
see
you
that.
just missed them.
I just missed him. I'm so pissed.
Oh, that's cool though.
I see his wife in public.
He punched
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah, because they like touched his wife inappropriately or something like that.
What'd you say, Mito?
I would love to see his wife in public.
I'd look the other way.
She actually looked representable there. She was actually like wearing a t-shirt and shorts.
Never mind.
Without shoes though.
Yeah, she had like those weird Yeezy shoots.
I
Oh,
was about to order those.
Yeah.
They're like $20.
The ones that are socks.
yeah.
They fold
Yeah.
up all nicely
Do they really?
for when back traveling.
Oh, perdón.
Mr. Worldwide over here.
Mr. Worldwide. Bros.
But I agree with Daniel. I feel like he became more influential after his mom passed.
I don't think it's influential, bro. I thought it was my point was impactful.
Impactful. No, I agree. They're more impactful.
Just because, like, would we have Drake singing right now? No, you know,
Bro, he
like,
revived Jay-Z's career.
exactly.
He revived him.
And then, like, for example, like, remember when he was taking his album out, and he said it was gonna be like, it was gonna be a rap album. It was gonna be him singing, right? And everyone was judging him because of that. Yeah, bro. Like you know, nowadays, you know, like he said, like XXXTentacion, bro. Like his new stuff is him singing. You know, it's not rap. It's not grunge rap.
You're dying on a
I
hill.
disagree.
So his top album sales. What's his top album say?
Probably the first two because no music downloads. People are still buying CDs.
Okay.
Because the graduation,
sales are still relevant.
Sales
today.
are still relevant.
Graduation first week made
Late
750.
Registration is number 1. Graduation is number 2.
There we go. Yeah, he beat.
Watch the Throne number 3. The College Dropout number 4.
Watch the Throne.
What was number 1?
Late
Late
registration.
Registration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first one I heard from Kanye.
So your guys' My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy that the whole world loves and adores is number 6.
Yeah.
So
So it ain't that
it ain't that
groundbreaking.
great.
It ain't that groundbreaking.
Well, you guys
Anyways,
obviously
Life of Pablo is good too. Life of Pablo, that's a good album.
Life of Pablo.
Donda was trash.
Donda was trash.
That was okay.
Damn, his mom's
Jesus is
trash.
King was trash.
It has one good song on it that I like.
One
Jesus
good
King?
song. The rest sucks.
Yeah, I think it was like something like that.
On God.
Yeah,
I'd have to look at it because I ran through it, but
Yeah.
there's one song on there that I'll actually like replay.
Yeah. I don't replay most of his newer stuff like Kids See Ghost and Yay and Jesus is King, but
Yeah, because it's a different Kanye.
it's a different, way different Kanye.
So
Like his best Kanye was before that. Was way before that.
yeah, bro, we've had some good Kanye.
Look up top rated albums. Kanye's top rated albums.
It's bestsellingalbums.org.
No, but top rated.
Okay.
Bro, that's like saying what type of Drake was more influential?
When he was with Lil Wayne and Young Money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
no.
So it's the same argument. You're not going to say that his 7th, 8th, 6th albums were more influential.
I feel like Views
Because that was the
his
first time
peak
you had a
influence.
rapper that was singing.
Huh?
That was the first time you had a rapper that was
Yeah,
singing.
you didn't hear a rapper that was singing. Drake was singing on his tracks, bro. And this was 2009, 2010.
I just told you,
What?
Kanye started that.
Yeah, he did.
No, but I'm not saying forget Kanye. Well, I'm saying like trying to apply the same argument to Drake. Like to say that Drake's first, 4 albums aren't
The Views
more
is,
impactful than his later work is wrong.
who,
So
what,
far,
what's
far
his
gone.
most?
So far gone. Take care. What's the other one where
You tell me.
well, with his fate, the blue, the clouds, nothing was the same. Nothing was the same.
So
Like those 3, bro. Like those were his first albums, and there's nothing better than like he's had good music after that, but nothing has been better than those.
Views is good.
so you guys
good.
No, but it's not. Drake is or Views is good.
If you're reading this,
but
too
dude,
late,
that's
it's
like
good.
yeah. But you're saying impactful.
When Thank Me Later came out, everybody was bumping that.
Yeah, dude. Drake was like he was changing the game with a mixtape.
you guys could what made him pop off of that mixtape? What
Lil
song?
Wayne.
Dude, that whole album.
There was a specific song that made
Baby,
him
you
pop
my
off.
everything.
It was a
You
Say
my
You
ever
Will.
wanted.
It was
Yeah,
it came
best
out.
I ever had.
No,
That's a song that popped him off on that.
Yeah, dude.
no,
on
but
that
before
album.
that was the Say You Will song from Kanye.
Yeah, it was a remix.
It was a remix of that. But okay, so you guys could explain this to me since you guys are fans. A lot of thing I see on Reddit complaints from his fans is that he artistically has not challenged himself for a while now.
Drake?
Yeah, like he still
don't have
sounds
to.
he still sounds the same.
He's cruising.
He's cruising.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I think they're tapping into something new with all this beef.
I hope so. I
'Cause
hope so.
bro,
I
like,
want something new. That's why I'm saying. He's
'Cause-
reviving
Well,
it.
the
Yeah.
rap game's been bland for a little bit.
Yeah,
It
because that's what
has.
a lot of his fans say. Like ever since his first album, he's kind of sounded the same until
Well, bro, like Daniel,
like everything.
like Daniel knows this, dude. I was like the biggest Drake fan,
Yeah,
and like I straight up kind of switched up on it because I got tired of
Right.
hearing the same thing.
that's what his fans are saying.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. Like I'm not saying like Drake is like the guy in the game, but dude, like I'm realistic as well. Like if you're putting out trash or repetition, like I'm off of that.
Yeah.
You know, like
All right.
you don't have like a zombie of a fan here.
So
They're like, oh yeah, just keep putting out the
That's
same.
why
thing.
like trap music and drill music kind of took off. Like
Her loss is pretty good.
So that makes sense. That makes sense because I had heard that and I needed wanted to confirm it.
Yeah, dude, like this diss track of Drake, dude, that's fresh. Like I had never heard Drake popping off like that. And I love that.
Right. I wonder who wrote it. Do you think he wrote it?
Yeah, I think he influenced it for sure.
No, but do you think he wrote the diss?
He's got guys in his corner for sure.
No, but just that specific diss. Do you think he wrote it?
I think you have to. Because if word gets out later that he didn't, I think it kind of looks like an L.
Before that, bro, honestly, like don't you remember when Thank Me Later came out? A little documentary came out, and it was that song that he had with Jay-Z. And everything that, remember, he would always have that BlackBerry, and he'd always put all his lyrics in there. He was writing, you know, like honestly, I do think he writes his verses, but obviously he has help, you know, like you know, good music isn't just one person, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, in the rap game, bro, it discredits you.
No, because even Kendrick has like eight credited writers in his music.
Yeah, but be transparent about it.
He is being transparent. They're in the credits. Go look.
Drake's not.
Yes, he is.
Drake isn't that transparent about it.
Go look at his
So why does he have so many accusations of having ghostwriters?
Yeah. Bro, it was just that one guy. But
he does have ghostwriters, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
That's what I've heard.
He does, but at the end of the day, like the other people still get credited.
But I think it wasn't until that diss that he didn't really credit the ghostwriters.
Let's see. Which one you want? Views, right? That was before he came out.
No, push-ups, his diss track. Who's credited on that?
The credits. Push-ups.
Written by A. Graham, Matthew Samuel, and Noel Cadastre.
That's 40. Aubrey Graham.
Who's the second guy?
I don't know.
Matthew Samuels?
I don't
Google
know.
him.
Oh, sorry. Don't get mad.
Okay, but that's different. If it's if 40's writing with him, that's a pass because 40's been Drake's guy since he came out.
Yeah, look, Boy Wonder.
Oh, Boy Wonder. Okay, that's fine too because Boy Wonder has been with Drake.
Yeah,
since the
jump. Which one was the one where he got the accusations?
Oh, that was like 3 songs, no?
No. Let's go. No, not Scorpion. I'm sure. Like Views? Was it Views? 2016. Look, let's pick a song, right? View credits. Like he gives credits, bro. Let's go back even more further. Right? Nothing was the same.
Like back to back, I remember
Started from the bottom. One of his biggest hits.
Who's it written by?
Drake, 40, and W. Coleman. I don't know what W. Coleman is.
Okay.
But yeah, bro, like it's not like obviously like it was.
Yeah, but just because just because you're
Boy Wonder vinyls,
just because you got the credits on there, dude, doesn't mean that they're paying hush money under the table for lyrics either.
They're getting credits.
No, like you could be writing lyrics and not be getting credits, but
Sure.
at least they're if they're cutting you a check,
yeah,
it's like I don't care if my name's not on the track. Just if you're paying me, what do I care? NDA, cut me a check, we're good.
Kanye is
What was
known
his
for
name?
that.
Huh?
Kanye is known for that. Like if he's trying to make a rap or whatever, and someone's in the room and they say something, he's like, "All right, here, sign the NDA. You're getting money."
Yeah.
Like even if he'll give them credit and if they want it, but if they don't want it, he won't give. Like he'll respect what they want.
Okay, so this guy asked, what song in lyrics has Drake had ghostwriters for? This first guy is like, I think the one that caused the entire situation was Rico. When Meek Mill came out telling the world Drake had Quentin write, that's his name, Quentin, write that verse for him because he was hurt over some dumb stuff. Then other stuff came out and people started to write their own narratives around the situation. Plus the Drake hate didn't help. People just want to hate on him now that they have a reason that went beyond the usual colorism and homophobia. Now we're stuck with this idea that Drake came and hold a pen while he's written for most rappers and giving them some hits too.
Yeah.
So, bro, it's not like he's having people write his whole songs. I think he collaborates with these people and actually like tries to make a better song than what he has, right? Because music is a collaborative thing, no?
For sure.
You can't just do it on yourself by yourself. That's my take on it. You know, I mean, I'm sure that those Quentin bars are hard, you know, but you know, at the end of the day, like it's still Drake.
Yeah.
It's part of it is Drake. It's not just Quentin or ghostwriters. That's the point. Like they're trying to make it out like it's just these ghostwriters making his music when it's like a collaborative thing with other people.
No, dude, and I'm like, dude, like don't get it twisted. I'm a huge supporter of Drake's work, but like I remember growing up, they would be interviewing him, dude. Like, and this was when Drake was on the mixtapes. He had notebooks and spirals full of his own lyrics. So he's been writing his music for a long time.
Yeah.
But my point is, when it starts getting into the diss records and stuff like that, it's more credible if you're writing it yourself, because anybody can whip up a diss track with their guys and take shots at somebody. But if it's from your own accord, then that's when it's most impactful.
Let's look at Damn, right? Let's look at his most streamed
Trash
Humble. Hell no. Right? Kendrick. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4 people that he's collaborated with. That's what I'm saying. It's music, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like you have to. It can't just be all you. You know, like if let's say you have a project, you know, like you just put it out, you know, and it's trash because you didn't have someone else's opinion.
Yeah.
Did you like Damn a lot?
I love Damn, bro.
I like Good Kid, Mad City, and then To Pimp a Butterfly, and then Damn was like I listened to it twice and never listened to it again.
I love Damn.
Exactly.
Look at this. Like it's all
Exactly.
It's all check marks.
During the Super Bowl, you should have saw him. He was all there fangirling.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, bro. We should probably end it there.
So I just showed Hiram real quick. 3 sites, top ranking Kanye fan album. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
The what, sorry?
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, top ranked album on like 3 sites.
Fake news.
We could keep going. But Hiram said, "Why didn't it sell so good?" And I just remembered the year before. That's when he did the whole Taylor Swift thing. Beyonce had the better album.
Yeah.
Obama was calling him a jerk. President Obama.
Yeah.
South Park was gay fish. They were telling him he was a gay fish. Like everybody was against him. That's why it didn't sell.
That brings a full circle to the show. We started with Taylor, and we're ending with Taylor Swift.
And Taylor and Ye. It all boils down to Ye.
Dude, the outro song, the Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades. Okay.
Motorhead?
Yeah.
Picks Braulio, please.
All right, guys. Thanks everybody for joining.
All right, boys. That'll be it. We will see you guys next week. I'll upload this on YouTube next day or so. Ace of Spades.
Yeah, by Motorhead. There you go.
Ready? All right, boys. You guys have a good night.
Later.